Yeah. We back. Hey. What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady Love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast. And we back. Yeah. Like we never left. Yeah. 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 What up, world? You're not tuned into the Raising Kings podcast.
Hi.
Yo, what's the deal?
This is your girl, Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
This is Hefe. What's up?
What up, world? What up?
Hey, world.
What's up? What's good?
Listen.
Happy Father's Day weekend.
It's Father's Day
Sassy,
weekend.
come on. We just started.
Huh?
Please wake these people up. Don't make me have to go back to my old ways.
Oh, my.
Thank you. Thank you. Please.
Listen, I'm sorry because I'm getting like little crazy little.
We need to
texts
wake
and
these
stuff
people
on my phone.
up. Oh,
So
well.
wake up.
That's right. Wake up. Hey, world. Yeah, we back. We missed you.
Yes. You are now tuned in to another episode of the Raising Kings podcast.
That's right. Good week. Hope everybody had a lovely week.
Oh yeah,
Happy to see you guys again.
Listen, this has been a very good week for I think our whole situation that we got going on Raising Kings.
Yeah, we can breathe now.
Sound Mind Studios,
Just a little bit.
Foreign Lifestyle, all type of shit because we just got a good compound, painted it up real nice, and
cute.
have everything put together. So yeah, so
Nice little nook.
We have a good compound, so I'm happy about that.
Right. Making it nice and cute and cozy and homey and warm and ready to rock and roll. So when we come and sit down, we could mean business, do business.
That's right.
Make it pay for itself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And continue because the show must go on. We're going to have a lot of interesting things going on for you guys so that you can interact with us. That is definitely coming. We know that our viewers are asking for us to go live and everything. We just want you guys to know that how much we love you and to stay tuned. We have a lot of things coming,
Exactly. So we got the compound ready. Well, it's semi ready.
Right.
So, we'll be going live soon for you you folks out there that's requesting for us to go live.
Right. So you guys can see everything. See what's going on.
Hefe, wake that ass up.
I'm here, baby. I'm happy to be here.
Wake that ass up. It's Father's Day weekend.
Yeah,
That's
I'm happy to be here.
What's up, Papa?
What's good?
You getting you teabagging this weekend?
Oh my God!
There's a lot of
you dropping the nuts in two holes this weekend.
My God!
So
I need some sound effects. I'm sorry.
My nuts.
I'm sorry.
Are you trying to say someone's gonna be goggling?
We all grown.
Because
I
plan on goggling. I'm planning on doing it all.
Stop it.
All right. One
You're
time for all the ladies out there that do the most for
Stop it.
their significant others.
Stop it.
Occasionally.
Stop it.
Zaddy came in town right on time.
On time. Wow.
So you gonna get this work
tonight? Oh my God! So basically, you want that action?
What? And he's the nigga to give the action.
Oh my goodness!
God.
Action Jackson.
We hope that we ain't got no sensitive listeners out there, guys. So hopefully.
So, Mr. Hefe.
Yes, ma'am.
It's your weekend,
right?
It was my weekend.
What do you plan on doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna be with the kids. The kids got the kids.
Hefe Pepe and his phone.
The kids got they don't know that I know, but they got like a cake for me and they got gifts and stuff.
Oh, very adorable. Sweet.
Like today, I took them. They had went grocery shopping and things, and the little one was like, "Oh, Daddy, we got a cake," and the other one was like, "You're not supposed to know about the cake," So. I was like, I just played it off like I didn't know about the cake. So they gotta,
exactly.
They don't know about it, but I'll be surprised.
Oh, but that's nice. That's nice.
They got a cake for me and stuff.
Cute.
So
that is
I'll
what
be
up.
Surprised.
That is what up. That's good. Well, you had, your little incident that happened last week. So, we have to, update the listeners as to what happened with you last week. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it was so abrupt and we all were like nervous and scared for you and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's just a situation. But I mean, again, it's about it's a personal situation. But I'll definitely share,
Right, when you're ready.
with peoples and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll definitely share.
so what we calling this episode?
We're gonna call it Patron is a hell of a drug.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell y'all some
Let me
stories
tell you
about
something.
There we
Patron,
go.
too.
I'm gonna repeat slowly. Patron is a hell of a drug. Hell of a
Oh
drug.
my
yeah,
God.
man.
I know my good coworker. Sorry. I know she can relate to this story because
Yo,
she is a
listen to me.
mother
Yo,
and
if
she
you're
has
not
some
ready-
stories to tell you about her daughter.
Yo,
listen, one
listen
time
to
we
me.
went out and we was on Patron. My homegirl was like in the street sleeping, like in
Oh?
the middle of the road.
Yo,
Oh,
listen
my
to me.
Bitch thought it was her
goodness.
bed off
Yo.
some Patron.
Listen to me. I mean,
Well,
I'm gonna, even though it was
I
an
have a story
abrupt,
too.
even though it was an abrupt situation, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
share because I know other parents could relate.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I mean,
definitely.
I have a 22-year-old.
Mhm.
You understand? And I have in all I have 4 kids. So
Mhm.
I have a 22-year-old, I
Mhm.
have an 18-year-old,
Mhm.
a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old.
Right.
All right.
Mhm.
So the 22-year-old called me, and she has her own place. She's very trying to be very responsible.
Right.
Mhm.
She's coming into herself as a young lady. And I'm very proud of her.
Mhm.
But sometimes with her in particular, she could be very impressionable. And like I said, Patron is a hell of a drug. And I spoke to her early in the day. And she called me. She said, "Dad, I need this, I need that. Could you come by and look out?" I'm like, "Okay, no problem. I'll be over there tomorrow."
Mhm.
And she wanted to go grocery shopping or whatever. She said she paid her bills or whatever. She's a little short, as a coming into the world doing her thing, and I'm like, yo, okay, I'll come through and come
As a
take care of you.
father,
Right.
as a father, can't say dad or anything else. As
Right.
a father is always gonna look out.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be there for regardless, no matter what. You know
Just
what I'm
the
saying?
same as a mother.
No matter what. You understand? So, she calls me. Everything was fine. Everything was all good. I talked to her. Everything was 54. So then, while we was having a podcast last week, we was sitting there having a podcast, and I see she started calling me, and
Yeah.
my phone was going off crazy. So
Yeah,
she
it
calling my
was
phone
going
crazy.
nuts
So I was
last
like, all
week.
right. Let me just hit pause on it for a second because it might not be that shit. 'Cause I just spoke to her.
Right.
And she kept calling me and calling me and calling me. So I'm like, oh man, something must be really serious. Now
Uh-huh.
remember, I live way up north,
Yeah.
up like towards Stewart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's not like.
So it's a nice little trek. You understand? So she calls me and I pick up the phone and she's like, forget about it. She's like 50. She's like 911 crazy.
Oh man.
I'm like, what's wrong? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? She's like, oh, Dad, I need you, Dad. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. And this and that and the other. It's over for so long. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? I just spoke to you. And she was crying and she's like, oh, I need you. I need you here. I need you here now. Come now. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, I'm all the way down in Fort Lauderdale, man.
Yeah.
She's like, no, Dad, I need you. I need you. I'm like, I said, all right, yo, listen.
Yeah, you about
And that's when I said, yo, I had to bust a move.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We wasn't gonna hold you back for that. That's your
Nope,
daughter.
definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? But again, with kids, like I tell you, and this is the things we talk about all the time with our kids. You know what I'm saying? You try to give your kids all the tools. Like with me personally, I try to give my kids, like my oldest ones at least, yo, listen, learn from me. Learn
Right.
from my mistakes.
Right.
Learn from what I've done. And you know what not to do. All the traps I fell into, I'm giving you the game.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is try to avoid the game.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try to tell her this all the time. But nowadays with these kids, even when I know when I was younger, you know what I'm saying?
They want to feel.
Not only want to feel, they think they just know everything.
Yeah. True.
They know everything and they know more than what you know or whatever. But yo, the game is the same game, man. It's nothing different. It's the same. It might come in a different shape, different color, but it's the same.
Right.
Right.
So I try to give her this. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So neither here nor there, but I tell her, so listen, I'm coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So I take that truck, I run up there, boom, I bust a move. And, she was in a real distraught state or whatever the case may be. And all she really needed was a hug and stuff like that and let her know that everything was going to be okay.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, sometimes these kids tend to believe they know more than what you know.
I'm telling
And
you.
sometimes they make the situation way worse than what it really needs to be. when you could just come to me and ask me. She wants to have her independence.
Right.
She wants to be on her own, and she wants to be responsible. So she wants to prove to me that she's doing her thing. And kind of what the mix really was, it was part of the Patron, and also her in a whole nother state telling her, yo, you should do this, you should do that.
Oh, yeah.
How
She
come
just
you
got
didn't do this?
overwhelmed.
You should be here. Yo, listen, man, let her be a kid, man. Let her be able to let her go through her situations. Let her, fall, stumble. And we try to be there to pick her up and try to put her on her guidance.
Right. Because see, some parents always be like, oh, you don't do this way. Watch when you fall on your ass. It's like they almost wish for your downfall.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
2017 at Sassy's house.
Oh man, yo, listen. So with
Crazy.
with all of that happening and her mother being in her head and stuff, she drinking Patron or whatever. She's in the house by herself, and she was in a situation behind which she could have told me much earlier, but she just wanted to seem like she had that responsibility. She has a car, she's making payments on, but she's young. It's not like she's making a whole ton of money.
Exactly.
She's working 2 jobs. She's working in work. She's like a manager at Walmart, and she's at like another. She has a job at like a telemarketing place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she's trying to do her thing, and plus trying to go to school. And I'm really proud of her. She's trying to do her thing or whatever.
Of course, man.
But sometimes, you can get in, as kids, you can get into a rut. You may feel you should be way further than you think you should be.
Oh, yeah,
but
most definitely.
And I try to tell her all the time, it's all a part of life. If you're not making mistakes and you're not falling down and things are happening, you're not living life, man. It's a part of life, And my daughter could be very impressionable. You could say something to her and she would try to help and try to do things she knows she really not capable of doing,
But she
just wants to do it.
Yeah, she want to try.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's a good thing. That's a good characteristic that she has.
So basically what it is really, she was behind on her car payments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where she could have really told me, like,
Yeah.
listen, Dad, I'm like in a bind. I'm behind on my car payments.
Yeah.
And it was like really overwhelming for her.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. And then Patron is a hell of a
And,
drug.
yo, like I said, Patron is a hell of a drug, yo. If you ain't ready, don't fuck with it.
Even if you ready, you don't fuck with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what exacerbated the situation.
But here's my question: what she was doing? Like, why she was on Patron? She was just having a drink, just to
She was.
survive?
She was in the crib. She was by her. Like I said, she has her own place. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to be very independent, but she has a little bit of. And again, these kids nowadays, whether they're gonna do it in front of you or they're gonna do it behind you, they're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
All you could do is try to be there to supervise a little bit and try to help out, give some guidance, give some,
But
give your opinion.
She earned that. She's 22.
Right.
She can have a drink.
You know what I'm saying? But again,
Right.
Patron is a hell of a drug, yo.
Man, listen, I can tell you some stories. Of
Okay,
being
then. So,
Patron.
she was on that, and it kind of like really exacerbated the situation. So I got over there, we spoke about it, we talked about it or whatever, and and I told her, I said, yo, man, you could always come to me.
Right.
I know it doesn't matter whether you feel like you about to fall or you in a bad situation. It doesn't matter. I'm your father. I'm gonna be there for you regardless. Whether you make a mistake and you off balance or whatever, I'm supposed to be there to support you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I may not agree with what you're doing and what's going on, but I gotta be there to support you,
Of
man.
course. See,
Ain't nobody else gonna be there for
Be
you.
that way, but because I
Yo.
can tell you.
My father, I never forget this, man. My father used to tell me this since I could remember. He used to say, and I never really understood it until he passed away. And he used to say it to me all the time. Yo, nigga, I'm going. You coming. I done lived my life already.
Yeah.
The shoes I'm walking in, I done walked in them shoes already.
Yeah.
You got your shoes now. It's time for you to walk. I'm giving you the game for
Right.
you to do what you have to do. And I didn't
what's up.
understand it until he passed away.
Wow.
And I couldn't. It's just real because he wasn't there for me no more.
Yeah.
If I really needed something from him, I could always call him and he know, like, I could just screw up completely and he could be on his last or whatever. And I said, Dad, I need such and such. I need this and that. He'd be like, nigga, here. He'll give it to me.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
what fathers do. That's what parents do.
That's what parents should do. Not every parent is like
True,
that. though.
but you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what I was raised from. That's the course I was
Right.
cut from. So
Right.
I know I need to be there for mine regardless.
Right.
Shout
Whether
out to all those daddies out there that
Right.
make it happen whatsoever for their
All
children.
right. Let me
Yeah,
get some
man.
bam, 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 bam.
Oh,
For
hold
real.
on, hold on. Oh, my bad. I'm a little, y'all know
You
how I
late.
get
You
when
late.
y'all know how I get when I'm on
Oh,
vodka.
God. Listen,
Right?
listen.
Having me slump.
She's on that thing, lady people. She's on that.
There we go.
Yes,
You
but
know?
one time I just really respect a man like that. That shit turned me on. A man who do what he got to
You
do
know?
for his kids by any means necessary, no matter
Great
what he going
fathers.
through with like the
Yo,
child's
listen.
mother and stuff like that. That he handled that.
Yo,
That shit is
like I said, man, I'm not trying to say I'm like daddy of the year because yo, I'm still
no.
I'm still learning.
You
I
daddy
still
of the
make
year.
mistakes.
You do
Right.
your thing.
You know?
You do what you do for your kids and your
Right.
circumstances. So for them, you're
Right.
daddy of the year.
You know what I'm saying? I try. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact, if you want to see a different side of me, mess with my family.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you daddy of the year.
Well,
That's
know,
it.
I'll take it if you
Congratulations.
wanna give that to me.
Yay. We need a round of applause.
I have applause, but I can't find them right now.
That's all good. It's all good. It's all
you know,
good.
I think the moral of the story is, yo, with us as fathers, all the daddies out there, yo, be there for your kids in every which way you
man.
can.
1,000.
Maybe you may not be able to give them maybe you might not be able to be there for them, financially
but
or
be there
whatever.
for moral support.
But
like,
if you can have that ear for them and just listen sometimes all they really need is somebody to listen to.
yeah. It's
Right.
not all
When they
about
try
like
to
the
talk.
financial, you know what I'm saying?
You know.
As long as you there, take your kids to school in the morning, pick them up from school.
Oh, no
It's
question.
little things that you can do, you know what I'm saying? To
Create
question.
memories.
Yeah.
I
And
say it
kids
again.
don't forget, man.
I say it again and again with all my kids. I was there from the very beginning. When they came through the operating room, I wanted to see everything. I pretty much could have delivered it myself. You understand? So I'm gonna be there for them regardless until I can't breathe no more. I'm gonna
Right.
be there for
What's
my
up,
kids,
man?
man.
That's what's
Straight
up.
up.
Definitely. So happy Father's Day to all of you great fathers. And to the fathers that's just going to take a picture with their kid to put it up on Instagram. Fuck you, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, I know them niggas that just go pick up their kids just to
Terrible.
snap a flick. Fuck you, nigga.
Terrible. That's terrible. That's
All the
terrible.
ones out there fake fathering.
That's terrible.
Man.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Because you know what, like, when you got like and then to them bitches too who don't be really like allowing their like good fathers to be around their children, and you wanna let me think about it. What the fuck you gotta think about? That's that man's kid. You thinking about letting him see his kids?
Right.
Hang yourself.
Yo,
Because them type of females mess it up for like.
Yo,
like,
I used to say that.
you know what I'm saying?
I used to say that for a while. Like,
Yeah, it's
child
crazy.
support. I mean, child support is good
Mm-hmm.
in a way, but I don't think it's good in a lot of different ways because all they really care about is the monetary portion.
Right.
They're not
Right.
really looking at the physical portion of the father or the mother
And
really
I feel
being
like
there, being
that
there for
child
that
support, it should definitely be that child support card if it's going to be, so you could be monitored as far as what you're using for it.
Right.
It should
Right.
be when you go up there trying to buy your ass some bundles,
They're not trying to hear that.
decline.
Right.
It should do that because that's not for you. It's for the
They're not trying to hear
kids.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Anything it's only should be able to be used for stuff for the kids.
I could tell you some stories, but I guess that'll be
Yeah,
for another
man, it's
I'm
podcast.
pretty
crazy.
sure
It's
everybody
crazy.
can. It's
It's
a hot
crazy.
mess.
That'll be for another podcast. For
Yeah,
that child
Right.
it's
support.
crazy.
Different time.
But all of the
That'd
good
be for another
fathers,
child.
this is your weekend. Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day. And to my bae that came in town, you know what kind of fathers that you having
Oh.
tonight.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
All
Yeah.
that good stuff.
God.
So,
Yeah, I'm a
you
nature.
need that sound effect on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, all that.
oh my
all
God.
that. All that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Sass.
Sad kitty.
What?
I didn't know you were like that.
Oh, listen.
Wow.
Listen.
She said
Meow.
bad. She said,
Bob Bay?
did you say bad kitty?
Bob Bay?
He's so late.
Oh my God. Oh,
He's so
wow.
late. He's so late. But yeah, I just want to say happy thanks Father's Day
Happy Thanks
giving
Father's-
weekend.
Oh my
What was
Okay.
that, lady love?
I made it up today. I double checked. I'm pretty sure it's a word. Okay. Okay. So gonna rewind it for you guys. I thought y'all would get a really good kick out of it. It's called Thanks. Say it with me, people. Thanks.
Thanks.
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Giving.
Day.
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 Right.
What the
What?
fuck?
3 words.
Thanks, Father's
four.
Day, Thanksgiving.
Right. We're gonna think because imagine I was thinking about this today, right? I was
Mhm.
thinking about it today earlier.
We gotta
alright?
make that a hashtag.
Thinking about it today.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, I was like, we would all be some really like fertile bitches walking around here without these sperms that these men are carrying. Imagine. So we need to thank these fathers for giving us their sperm.
Oh,
No.
Thanks, Father's
God.
Day, Giving Day.
Oh, I like it.
that's
But
real.
listen,
That's
I don't
what's
want
up.
it now.
That's real.
Keep it.
What
So
you mean?
I don't want the
Thanks.
sperm. No.
Why not?
I don't want that
Thanks,
in me right
guys.
She said, "I don't want that
Thank
in me
you
right
so
now."
much.
Why not?
now. No, I don't want no baby. I don't.
But
I
that's
don't
what
want any more
made
children
you.
right now.
That's what made me. That's what made Hefe.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
true.
what makes people.
That's right.
The
real.
sperm from the male. So we need to say
Because we take
happy.
the rib. We're
Thanks.
the rib.
Thank God for men and their sperms. Thank God
Oh my God.
for bringing us here.
Okay, so since we're on the sperm topic, what do you do with sperm?
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
When during intercourse, do you swallow it?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So this
Oh my
is the
God.
TMI section. Should we
I'm just
title
saying.
this something or something?
Because
we
it's
can't
Father's
just
Day.
plunge these folks
It's
into
Father's
this.
Day.
Needs to
Well,
be
they might wanna
something
know about it.
out.
Yeah, it's Father's Day. You know,
Ah.
because I feel like this, right? I had I was just talking. I was a little disappointed at work because I was like, for Mother's Day, they walked around and gave us all roses,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Right.
for Father's Day, I'm like, well, and Mother's Day was Mother's Day weekend Friday too.
Right.
It was like, so what we did for the fathers? Nothing.
Nothing.
So I was just like, yo, it's effed up. So I really like see even now I'm driving around, I don't see no baskets out there. It was the
nothing.
big ass Mother's Day
Nobody
baskets,
cares.
all type of stuff
Basically-
all over on the side of the road. It was nothing.
We ain't
Yeah,
shit, huh?
nobody cared.
We ain't shit.
No, yeah.
So-
I
We ain't
think,
shit.
yeah, go ahead. Go for
So
it.
that's why I wanted to spruce it up for the father. So what do you do with sperm,
Oh.
lady love?
I don't know. What,
When it comes out, when you're right there with it there, when
Oh
it comes
my
out,
God.
do you
I
catch it?
have a
Oh.
lot
Do
of
you
people
catch
that I really know in real life that
Do you
listen
catch
to this
it?
podcast.
Oh my God.
It's
I know
Do you
these
put it-
people in real life.
do you put it-
Listen, they probably
you
catch
play
it
with
too,
it?
lady love.
Do you play with it? Do you put it all over your face?
Mm.
What do you do with it?
What do you do with it, lady
Anyway.
love? Come on, lady love. You're on the hot seat. What do you do?
I'm
Oh,
definitely in
my
a hot
God.
seat. Oh my
Yo, you know
God.
Because
something?
I'm gonna tell you what
Listen.
I do with it,
Let me,
but I just want to hear from you.
oh, wait a minute. Wait. You know what? That's kind of messed up though. Because let me just say one thing.
Mhm.
Because you
What?
kind of cutting into my action right now,
Oh, my
Sassy.
bad.
You cutting
I'm so
in,
sorry.
you cutting into my action right now.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Because
You
what is
cutting
it?
in. You cutting in on my
Q
action.
and A.
Right,
Absolutely.
right. Here
We're
we
gonna
go.
go back to that.
That is true.
We
Oh,
gonna go
sorry,
back to that.
Hefe. It was
Man,
not my
yo,
fault.
My
you
bad.
cutting in
it
on
just
my
came in there.
action.
It just came.
For everybody who doesn't know, on last week's episode, we introduced
The new
Hefe's-
ti- the new
right,
segment.
right, the new segment, Hefe's segment, which is
Q and A with Hefe.
that's
Pepe.
right, Q&A with Hefe. Right. So that was that. So we talk about a little bit of different things in that topic.
That's what
where we
Hefe
raise
he
these
talks
things.
his shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And he put us on the hot seat.
Absolutely. We actually question. I'm
Listen.
only asking you questions that the fellas would like to know.
Right.
Like you said, people saying like men are for Venus and women are for Mars.
Right.
Well, okay,
No,
cool.
women
With
for
it.
Venus, men's for Mars.
Whatever you want to call it. But whatever it is, sometimes men be lost. They don't, sometimes they need to find their way. They need a path, and y'all ladies can put them on the right path.
Right.
There
No,
you
you
go.
I'm
absolutely
only going to
right.
ask the right questions.
You know, like
understand?
we try to
No,
separate
man.
it because this is a podcast about our children and stuff like
Right.
that. But at the same time, we're still adults, so
Right.
we're
Right.
gonna
We want
give you
everybody
the
to feel
breakdown.
comfortable.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the breakdown with with different things that we may have encountered or had to deal with our children, and then after that, we're gonna jump into the adulthood ratchet.
Right. We don't want anybody to get lost.
Parents need love too.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Now,
That's
lady
how
love,
we made these kids come into the world.
Absolutely.
back to you, lady love.
Troublemaker. Troublemaker.
Listen, my name is not Lady Love for no reason.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
First of all,
Come with it,
I'm a
baby.
lady, so I can't tell you all the naughty things that I like to do.
Well, I'm sassy, so I'm
Well,
gonna tell you all the nasty
Exactly.
shit.
Oh my God.
And I'm love, so
Sassy.
just
Huh?
think about the goddess of love and everything that she stands for. Love with everybody, and that's me.
Oh, lady love.
That's me. That's me. So just let your imaginations run wild. I won't say
Yes.
no.
You won't say no.
Oh,
you,
okay.
You won't say
So-
no.
I
Eh,
won't say no.
He didn't say no. So
I
that
am not a
means-
square.
Oh.
So
Bum, 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 bum.
bam, 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 bam. Come on, Sassy.
Oh,
Where's
my God.
that?
I'm sorry.
She said, "I am not a square."
I'm not a square.
Oh my God.
Not a square.
Lord.
Not a square.
Lord
If
have
you
mercy.
like it, you can put it.
What?
Huh?
Oh,
Go
I was
ahead.
saying, you could put the ring on it. I'm just saying, if you really, really like it, I already got my ring on it, so that's how I got it. So.
Hey.
So
So
basically-
I'm
I
gonna
had a
answer
little
for Lady
Beyonce
Love.
moment right there.
So basically,
I'm gonna answer for Lady Love.
go ahead, answer for her. Let's see what you're gonna come with. And listen, wait a minute now. I want to stay in this thing. Don't knock me out. Take it easy.
No, we're gonna after this we're gonna go into your segment.
Right.
No, not my segment. Tell me, you said you're gonna answer for Lady Love. So I know you like to hit hard. Now give it to me. Let me hit me now. Go ahead.
I think Lady Love swallows.
Oh my God. I won't say no.
Listen,
I won't say
for the
no. I am not a
listen,
square.
You know what I'm
for the
saying?
right kind of
I'm
man,
just too much.
for the
I'm
right
just-
kind of
it's
man,
too
you
much
got
for
it.
me.
You got to do it all for him. You know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
God. So basically, wait a minute, ladies. All right. So being that y'all moving in this direction, I just gotta come in the direction. I gotta come. Well.
Literally.
You gotta come. I pause.
Literally.
Pause.
No, don't pause.
Pa-
Keep going.
Yes,
Oh.
come. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll come.
Come and keep going.
Oh,
Right.
I'll come. But listen, but being that you saying that, you put Lady Love on the hot seat or whatever. That's all. It's all good.
Right.
No, I was
But
gonna
I'm
put
saying
myself on the hot
for
seat
your
too.
lady, I mean for your man, you want to please him in every kind of way.
course.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not at all.
I
No.
know. Definitely.
I
not.
mean, do you ladies feel like for the man that you really care about,
Mhm.
do you feel like you go above and beyond for him?
Oh,
You do
yeah,
whatever it
most
takes to
definitely.
satisfy him.
You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do
Absolutely.
that.
So you just let him.
You're
take
supposed
you.
to give him all of you until like he doesn't if he ends
So-
up not disproving or I'm
So-
drunk so
So
until he ends up messing up.
so there's no boundaries.
No.
The only boundary I have is my butthole.
Oh my-
Nothing goes in.
No.
I
You
am not a
can't do
square.
that. No. Oh, you see that?
I don't say no.
You better
Listen,
get
I'm
I
not ready for
Sassy.
that.
I would
Listen,
not
listen.
say
You better
no.
get your weight up, baby.
Hefe.
You better get your weight
Listen,
up.
I told you, like these niggas have some big ass packages. I can't. There's no way I'm gonna allow him to do that
baby,
shit.
listen.
No.
Let me tell you something. First of all, listen.
It takes time, I guess.
No.
It's a-
First of all, it's about relaxation.
Nigga.
If he loves you,
Listen.
if he wants to satisfy you,
Tell you how
then
you
please
listen.
go ahead. Oh, excuse me. I
Okay.
apologize. A professional wants
The
to
professional.
a professional would like to speak and express. There we go.
Oh,
A professional would like to speak and
That's
express.
Dr. Love is in the room.
Here we
That's
go.
it. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Here we
That's
go.
all I'm saying.
Give it to me, baby.
You're gonna know it's right.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Mm.
You're gonna know it's right, and it's gonna feel so amazing.
Listen, I've heard.
it's gonna feel so
I
amazing.
have a friend that's an advocate for that shit.
but
And every
if
time
it's-
we talk about it, I just turn bloodshot red.
She's a
like,
female?
bruh, yeah.
if it's not,
And she says that's all she wants.
listen,
What? She be like, listen,
If
it's the
it's
best. She be like,
not-
girl,
listen, if it's not with the right person,
it's not gonna work.
it's not gonna work. You're not gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, because I done been on both sides.
Yeah.
If it's
Look
not
at
with
that face.
the right person,
Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh.
you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
You have to absolutely love this person.
Yeah.
You have
I
to
think
love
so.
this person.
And you got to be ready to be willing to satisfy that person in every way.
right.
Man.
No
And
matter what.
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking.
Oh.
Because at the end of
Absolutely.
the day,
My butt,
if
I'm
he-
clenching my butt right
listen,
now.
You see,
at the
that's the
end
problem.
of the day-
You cannot clinch. You got to relax.
at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
if he don't get it from you,
Ooh,
mi amor,
Yeah, he gonna
he
get
gonna get it from somebody
butthole.
else.
tu culo mío.
That shit don't sound right. It sound like he gonna go to a man and get
No.
Tu culo.
No,
butthole.
not like that. You know, some men just
culo
like it from the
mío.
back because they like to, grab on.
Right,
something,
right.
Grab on something.
No, but you can hit it from the back, but it's just not the booty hole.
Tu culo mío.
That's the truth. Some
That's what it's
people
called.
like that.
Tu culo
Yeah.
mío.
But no, it's the truth though. But I'm just scared. These niggas got like some. I'm
I
like,
just
where the
feel
fuck
like
did your
See,
dick
that's
come
part of
from?
the problem.
Be in a place
Like,
where
did you
you
make
really
that
love
shit?
them.
Baby, get your weight up, baby. Don't be scared now.
Listen, I'm terrified of that shit.
Don't be
Listen,
scared.
you can save it. I say save it. Save it for
Yeah,
marriage.
that's definitely that would be
Save
safe
it
for
for
marriage.
marriage.
Because I remember one time I wasn't. Oh no, that's too much information.
Well, it's okay.
Too much information.
Oh God.
Listen, because I'm telling you, when it's
Yeah,
with
no,
the
that would have
person-
to be for marriage. I'm gonna save that for
when
marriage.
it's with the person that you love, that you want, it's
Mhm.
like a virginity.
That's true.
It is a virginity.
That is absolutely true.
It's you giving your body something that no one else has had
Mm-hmm.
to that person, like giving them
That's true.
everything.
No, you're absolutely right. I didn't think of it that way.
Yes, definitely what it is. It's a
Yeah.
virginity. So you absolutely have to love this person in order for you to relax. You have to be like, my body is his temple.
But I tell
You have to be like,
So
I'm
we're
gonna
not
let
talking
him
about
do
the.
whatever he
We're not just
wants
talking about
to
the in the
me.
moment. I love you because
No,
the dick is good.
no.
Okay.
It has to be. You have to know
if
that
he's-
you
if
love
you
him.
know what it is. If he's
Okay.
satisfying you,
Uh huh.
if he's satisfying you in every single way possible,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, the way you feel right now,
Just slip. Oh,
you're
no.
no. Listen to me. Listen to me. The way you feel right now, when he's satisfying you in every
Mhm.
way and he's giving you everything that you could imagine that you would ever want in that type of way and pleasure,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to give it to him freely.
Really?
You're gonna give it to him like I have to give this to you. I must give it to you. Trust me. That's how you're gonna be when you're ready to do that. Trust me,
Right.
Okay.
and
Well,
it's gonna be the best.
when I do, we'll come back and discuss it.
There we go.
We'll
Seriously.
discuss like what type of shitty mess it
I'm
was.
telling you, you
What?
have to.
No. See, you see, I'm telling you, Sassy
No.
always want to throw the extra third wheel in the game, man. She always throwing something in when I gotta jump my ass right out of it. Why you gotta put that shit part into it? God damn.
It is a
You
butthole.
done messed
What
it
she
all up.
said? What's the name
Heaven.
said? It's a booty hole.
Yes, it's a
No,
booty hole.
When you go inside, you go to
Tiffany
the bathroom.
Harris.
You go,
Love
you
her.
go take your shower. You
Tiffany
take
Haddish.
that thing. And
Haddish.
you
Sorry.
do your thing with it. Let me ask you a question.
Huh?
Could I ask you ladies another question?
Sorry.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
If you like Sass,
Mhm.
you say that you're not into that right
Mhm.
now because your boys got packages.
Yes.
How do you feel about your man going down there on that little third hole of yours and just sucking on it and putting his tongue
my
back in it?
asshole? You know what? I don't like it,
Oh my
but I
God.
let him do it. 'Cause he just
How
wanna
about
do
you,
it.
Lady Love?
I
just
don't
feel
say
like-
no.
I
I'm
don't
not a
say
square.
no. But I just
Oh
feel
my
like,
God.
why are you licking my asshole? Like, what? I'm not getting nothing from it.
Oh God.
I mean, a finger in the butt is okay, but to lick the asshole, I don't care about that shit.
So basically, you'll accept
Yeah,
the finger.
thumb.
So you'll accept the finger,
Uh-huh.
but you won't accept the tongue.
I mean, I
Let me ask
accept
you a
the
question.
tongue. Listen,
Let me-
I
let me-
accept.
let me-
I don't tell him don't lick my
All right,
booty hole.
we're gonna go a little deeper than this. All right, I apologize, but ladies, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna because
No, let's go.
This is
This is the
Father's
Father's Day.
Day.
Okay.
That's why we're
So
So
we
let me
can
ask
be
you. So
doing whatever
so let me
they
ask you a
want
question.
us to do.
I'm just asking you.
Uh-huh.
So okay, you won't take a tongue.
No, I will
Right?
take a tongue.
You
I
will
never
take a
turn it
tongue.
away. But I don't care for it.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask to both of y'all, and y'all
Mhm.
can both answer this question however
Mhm.
you like to answer it. Have you ever had an orgasm with a thumb
Yes.
or something else
Yeah.
in your third?
Both
hole?
ways. So it came both times.
So-
yes. At the same time, I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. And
How
that's
about
when the
you?
I love you came out.
How about you, Lady Love?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. That shit is lit.
yeah. It's crazy because
So
funny thing about it, right? The
Mhm.
person that I was with at the time, they didn't know. See, here's the thing,
Mhm.
right? Right now, I'm on a little bit of a hiatus, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But the guy that I was with at the time, this is before I was married, but the guy that I was with at the time, my boyfriend, whatever,
Mhm.
I would make these hiatuses when I just, I don't want to feel touched. I don't want to be touched.
Right.
Nah, I'm good.
I have those moments.
I'm
too.
good. I want to be touched.
Mhm.
So he was just like this type of guy that was like, I don't believe you. Whatever. What do you mean? How could you go so long without me? Like, how could you go
Yeah.
so long without anything? You got to be doing something with somebody.
Somebody
da, da, da.
else. Mhm.
So it's no problem, whatever. When I decided that he was getting like too crazy because obviously he needed to release, right? That's why he was making such a big deal about my hiatus because he needed to
Yeah.
release.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, no problem. So we got a room and everything nice or
Mhm.
whatever. And I showed him what I do on my hiatuses. It's
Mhm.
not that I don't want to have sex with you. It's that I need to
Me time.
reconnect with myself.
Exactly.
Oh,
Because only
So-
you know how to get it right.
Exactly. So I need to reconnect with myself. So the thing is, so in this room, whatever, I showed him little things that I do on my hiatuses, and that's when he noticed that I do other things. I don't have to be with anybody else, but
Mhm.
there are other tools involved that
Oh.
help out
Okay.
in these.
So
hiatuses.
basically
Indeed.
you're not really on a hiatus. You just into yourself.
You're just on
Right.
a man hiatus.
You just
Like,
right.
no,
But I'm just
you
saying,
don't want no
like some ladies would be like
physical-
that though. Like
Yeah.
you'd be surprised now. Some ladies ain't really into that now. You gotta really be in touch with yourself and be able to know yourself, ladies, to
Well,
be able to.
Oh,
I
have no
disagree. I don't know.
Especially-
I disagree. You want
What
to
you
know why I
mean? What you
disagree?
mean? Go
I
ahead.
disagree because that's the first way that I discovered. Like that's the way I discovered sex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, everybody who I really know in real life that listens to this, and I see y'all.
Yo,
But I started
but-
fucking myself first. I'm so sorry for everybody that I really know in real life.
I think that was
hears
everyone though.
this.
The masturbation. I think that was
No,
everyone.
but in girls, listen to me. In girls, some girls may not know that though. You be surprised. Listen to me. You be surprised. At least what I came across. You be surprised the amount of girls they never experienced themselves and touched themselves and really be able to make themselves, take themselves to an orgasm and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nor have they ever been with a man where the man ever took them to that situation.
Exactly.
It's like they're just laying there like, okay, I'm just gonna let him get himself
So
off.
why
and they're not
right
even
there?
interested. And they're not even really interested in really taking care of themselves.
Yeah. Now,
For
that's
you
true, though.
to be into yourself and understand your body and be able to take you to where you need to be and release yourself.
Right.
That's a whole
Sometimes
nother
the chemistry
situation.
is not there with a dude, and no matter how much y'all
Hey.
do it, like you just ain't. I'm just not
Right,
going nuts.
because you may have some dude that might be selfish and not really willing to
Yeah.
satisfy the person you with,
Right.
and really want to see them enjoy themselves
It was
and want to be
yeah.
able to release themselves and things like that. You understand what I'm saying?
I get you. For me, it was more of a mental thing for me. Well, as far as in letting go of your virginity type
Right.
thing, or really like
You want a control of
experiencing-
that.
Right.
I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, let me do this on my
On
own.
your
Let
own,
me
yeah.
Oh,
see-
so
let
you
me
said
see what it's like on
Right,
my own.
exactly.
so you said
First.
before you ever like really experience you being with a guy,
Right.
you was more into yourself and really
Right.
taking your, because you know what
Right.
your body wanted.
Right. And I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't.
Oh,
want,
that's real.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm good. I'd rather just have it with myself first. And then too, it was a whole thing about, all these dirty dicks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I have a
I'm
question.
sorry.
I have
because
a
I heard that
question.
men be, before women.
Yeah.
So that was my fear.
So what was it like? Did you like physically like? Was it just like the outer with yourself?
oh no. Okay, so I'm really sorry for everybody that I really know in
No,
real
because
life.
Man,
we're
listen,
grown here.
You helping
We're
people
grown.
right now. You putting people on point
Because
right now.
I'm gonna go into
Now,
mine
listen,
too.
Let me just say one more thing. If the people that knows you, hold on for a
Listen,
second.
this is the first time I ever seen
I'm
Lady
so
Love
sorry.
embarrassed.
Exactly.
Sorry.
She goes in because you
I'm
know why?
so sorry.
You know why? Let me tell you why.
Uh-huh.
Because the listenership has been going up. And
Oh,
people
yeah,
haven't
of
really been
course,
turning on
yeah.
to the podcast.
Listen, people know I'm
And
reckless
people-
already.
people
so
are
they just
really,
like,
really
well,
tuning in.
goddamn.
So now this is the point where we have to cross that threshold
Oh yeah.
and say,
God.
listen,
So
people
sorry.
who are listening,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why they're listening, we're giving them something that they might not be getting on their own.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
and it's
Definitely.
it's really the typical stuff that everybody goes through. I go through,
Right.
women go through.
Everybody
And
is
you
going
you
through
gotta
the
look at it
same
as you gotta look at it like
things.
you helping people.
Right. And everybody has these thoughts and these
Right.
feelings or has
yeah.
gone
So
through
all
it.
you're doing is being honest,
That's it.
and I think they're gonna respect you more,
I hope
and they're
so.
gonna appreciate you more
Please do.
Oh yeah.
when you express the things you
Listen,
go through. Because
Please
I
do.
listen to me. I bet you. there's-
Find it in your heart.
Listen, I promise you. There's probably 1,000 women, more than 1,000 women out here that has these same feelings.
Mm-hmm. But they're afraid to express
That-
themselves.
Right.
They've never had another woman that feel the
Because
way
they're
you
ladies.
feel.
Because we're ladies.
It's cool. You can still be a lady.
Because we're ladies.
That's absolute. That's definitely a lady. Yo, listen, that's grown woman shit right there.
Ladies got needs too.
Absolutely.
That's the truth. That's the truth. And I think I'm yeah.
That's it.
I think we're some of like the biggest
Yeah.
freaks because it's so crazy because everything is so like, closed in. Everything is such a secret. Everything is behind closed doors. Everything could be a lady, cross your legs, dress in heels, wear skirts below your knees. They could be tight and fitted and cute, but
Nigga, I'm not
you
wearing
know,
no
don't
skirt
be
below my
like-
knees. Fuck that.
listen, no, I got some sexy behind
Below the
skirts
knees?
below my knee. Are you
Oh,
kidding
no,
me?
pull them
I
shit.
gotta put on one for you, girl. I got like
Yeah,
10
you
of
got to
them.
show me that
Listen,
shit.
woo, baby.
Listen,
Happy
Lady
hour?
Love.
What?
Listen.
Okay, so but I'm saying that's the reason why a lot of people, a lot of us ladies aren't we shy.
But then again too,
shy.
it's the thing because I used to be like in the shell too. But listen, it took one right kind of nigga to be like, fuck all that shy shit. Give me that shit. And I was like, well, what the fuck is that? And listen, that nigga turned me all the way the fuck out.
Oh my God.
Yes. So
Oh my
you
God.
you do be a little timid, and it takes that
Wow.
right kind of nigga to do that to you.
Right. I believe it depends on the
Hell
type
yeah,
of
I'm
man.
telling you, 'cause
The
that's
man
how I
can
was.
bring out what it is that he's searching for
Right.
within the woman, because
He
we
can
so
bring it out of you.
complex.
Right.
Exactly. Women are very complex. So it just doesn't. It just depends. It just really.
You know
depends.
what I think it always is. I mean, for me personally, as a man, I mean, I don't know what it was for me, but I was always into like satisfying my woman. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
you're a
always want to.
satisfier. You like to satisfy.
Yes, I'm more into satisfying her and making sure she's satisfied before I'm even like, yo, even there. I want to always be sure that she's satisfied.
Right.
And some dudes may not be into that. Some dudes may be like, fuck, I want to just satisfy myself. I don't give a damn.
Right.
But I don't know.
Selfish.
Yo, yeah. Even in my teens, man, I was always into. It was a turn on for me more to satisfy the person I was with than me just like, oh, I'm just gonna just hell with her. I'm gonna be selfish and just or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was always into like satisfying her and knowing that she was satisfied. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. But some dudes may not be only like that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true, and vice versa. Some women as well. Some women are very selfish. I'm not gonna lie. I listen. If we're not into you, we might just want what we want and tell you to get up off of us too.
Hell yeah. After when you get the nut, are you done yet? Hurry up.
So let me ask you a
That's how
question.
it be.
So does it really be like that?
Ouch.
So what is it that really makes that? I mean, like, if you're not really into the dude, right? If you're not really into him, is he still like really want you? Still feel like let's say, man, this nigga not really like off
Nope,
rip. You already
because
know.
pussy will be
but
dry.
Now,
Yeah.
see,
Do
If
you
I'm not into
still
him, no.
could come off that nut with him even still?
No.
okay, see, here's the thing, Sassy, listen to the question.
Go ahead.
Listen
Go ahead.
to the question. This is
Uh-huh.
Father's Day, okay?
Yeah.
Weekend, right? Listen to the question.
Because if you're not into the
this
nigga
man
and you
needs help,
go ahead.
and we have to help him.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead, Hefe. Repeat.
I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
if you know already the nigga's up on top of you, he's not really doing what you expect him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Could you still really get that nut off and be like, oh, I still want to
yeah,
get
see,
this
I really
off
didn't listen to
still?
that question.
Told you
Like,
so.
could you still
Told
do
ya.
that?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to readjust. Like I'm just not gonna let
How?
no nigga like just like sandpaper my
See,
pussy.
okay,
No.
now, and vice versa. No, listen.
No.
Vice versa. You have to listen
You have
to
to
what
pull
she's
him
saying
out.
too. Listen to what she's saying. I'm
Yeah.
gonna help you out. I'm gonna mediate this situation.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll help you out,
What I
Hefe.
would
Go
do
ahead.
is hold up, stop,
Go for it.
pull them out. We gonna reset.
How?
Whether I have to get on
How
top,
would you do that?
or you gonna have to put your head down there, re-wet the surface,
Ooh.
and let's try again. You just have to
Okay.
show him different shit. You
Ooh.
Okay.
just have
so
to
wait.
show him different things.
Hold
you know?
on. Okay, so I'm gonna back this all up for
Go
all
ahead.
of my viewers because I
Go
feel like
ahead.
I'm a viewer right now,
ahead.
and I feel like all of my viewers are a little bit lost. Okay, so let me clear everything up for you guys. Okay, Hefe is asking, what is it? How could you, as a woman, as a lady, as a female, whatever, lay down with somebody, and you ain't really into or something like
So
that?
hold
You
on.
get me?
No, Is that
might
the
have been-
question? 'Cause that's
hold
what I
on,
thought-
hold on.
Because
You was into him at first. When you seen him, he was
Yeah.
a total package.
Let me tell you.
But when
okay,
that nigga
bum.
dropped his thing and got down on you
And
and
now
he
it's
wasn't
just
doing
like,
it, it's
oh,
like,
it's
oh,
not
no,
right.
nigga, this is not
Listen,
it.
yeah.
Oh my
no,
God.
that's the focal point. Come on, people, work.
See, that's
with
what
me,
I'm trying.
work
That's
with
what
me,
I'm
work with me.
confused.
I'm here
Oh,
with
This is the
to me.
focal
Because if
point.
I'm not into
Give it a
him, period,
nine. Give
he
it-
not making it past that.
Exactly.
Give it
He
a
not
nine.
making it past the
It has
bedroom.
exactly. He's not even getting there. So it has to be something there that made us attract. Law of attraction is number
Okay,
one.
right.
It had to be some type of attraction, something, and whatever that attraction was, whether it was his eyes, whether it was his big print in his jogging pants out
Most
one
likely
day in
it's
the
the
park.
difference.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Or
oh,
Does
it
that really-
was his
does that really-
gorgeous
does-
smile.
Does that really do it for y'all?
that
ladies?
dick jumping in the pants?
No, let me-
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't mean to get off the. I don't need to get off the
Let
convo.
Lady Love finish, and then we can go into
All right.
the dick
Okay.
print.
All right. Let me go ahead. Go ahead.
So, whether it be that or his gorgeous smile or just his swag, his walk, his something about him, whatever it was that got us to the point where we actually in a bed with this fool, that's what we gonna use
Right.
to get off on this fool.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh.
We're gonna remember that very same moment when we saw that nigga
Even
and was like, damn, yeah, while he in me, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about when I first saw him, then I'm gonna get off on that. Because I wanted to fuck him in that very moment, but of
Exactly.
course I couldn't because I just met him.
Exactly. He jogging and you like, God damn,
Okay.
is that
Exactly.
his dick?
Right.
And then
You
the
know?
whole every day I'm watching that nigga.
So basically,
Exactly.
basically,
Every day.
basically, you
Ooh.
haven't actually. So basically, what you're saying is you kind of actually having like a fantasy with this nigga at the time
This is
of.
everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
fucks the first person that you're attracted
It's the
to in
lust
your
phase.
head.
Mhm.
If I'm attracted
Ooh.
to you, I'm fucking you right now in my head. I'm just like, oh my God.
And then
But
he come talk to
it
you
doesn't
and he say,
happen
Oh, all
right then and
all
there.
okay.
First of all, yeah, he has to open his mouth,
Mhm.
number one. And it has
Yeah.
to, you know.
So let me ask you another question. Do you ladies like? Could y'all ladies like? Let's say if y'all ladies was like in a club or something, y'all seen a dude. Would y'all go? Could y'all go home and like
The same
fantasize
night?
with that dude that y'all might have seen and had a fantasy, and then like touch yourselves and like satisfy yourselves with that dude?
What are you talking about? All the time.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
No,
I mean,
yeah, but I'm thinking like I
Like-
really don't need to think about nobody to get myself off.
Well,
why
there
not?
you go.
Cause nigga,
If that's what
So
it
wait a
is,
minute.
then
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
what
whoa.
go to sleep.
Wait, hit the break.
If I'm horny, I don't need
Yeah,
anybody to
right.
really like
All
think about to
she's
get me
thinking
off.
about is the release. She's not
Yeah.
thinking about nothing else. She's thinking about
So
how
you don't
good
have
it
no
feels.
fantasy. You don't
No,
have nothing in your
it's all
mind.
about
It's
No,
just
feeling.
I
because
just need to
Everything-
release.
about
everything that
feeling.
I want to do, I have a nigga to do it with.
Right.
No,
It's all about
no.
feeling.
If you don't have a nigga to do it with,
Oh,
and you just
see.
want to, you want to get that
Mhm.
release, and you got to get that thing off. You don't have no fantasy in your mind that you're thinking about.
No.
I don't really have that problem. Like if
No,
I
you
know
can
I
just
want to
focus on the
release,
feeling.
boom, release.
It's true.
That's
you
it.
You could just focus on a feeling. You could just focus on a feeling of you about to about to come.
Yeah.
About you can
Ooh.
focus on that, and that's
Okay.
what makes you come.
Yeah.
All right.
You get that fancy toy out, that we vibe out, that rock out with the beat, boom,
Oh
boom, boom,
my
boom, and that's
God.
it.
Just get your middle
Hey,
finger out
boom, boom.
and do
That
the
too. But no,
job.
listen, my nails are very long now. The stiletto nails are not doing it. So the we vibe.
That face like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no,
Unbelievable.
like I don't really need to
Like,
think
what?
about. I don't need to think about like a dude or fantasize about a dude to get myself off. No.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
it happens.
All right.
It's easy.
I mean, it does.
It's a lot
I mean,
easier for
I
women.
understand when people do it and
You
why
say,
they
you
do
say
it.
it's a lot
but-
easier. Why you say it's a lot easier for women? Why
Because I
you say
think
that?
guys need a lot more.
Yeah, because y'all got
Guys need a lot more.
More?
Yeah,
Like
no.
what?
I mean, I heard that you guys you need lotion.
I don't need
I
that.
mean, you need
Mhm.
a towel.
I don't know. I don't need that either.
You need a porno on.
I don't need that either.
Like I've heard that you guys need all type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, some dudes who's not really in touch with themselves might need that to
Uh-huh.
help them get themselves where they need to be.
Mhm.
But if you a real dude and you really about your shit and you in touch with yourself, you don't need too much, man. I don't need to go, oh, I got to get some Vaseline. Or let me get the bottle of lotion. And let me get that towel.
And just make
let
a
me get
mess.
this- and make- I don't need that. Shit. If I
Yeah.
got that imaginary friend in my mind, I already seen you
Yeah.
already. I'm like, oh my
Like,
God. If
God
I
damn
want
that
I
ass.
know she want me. Oh,
Mm.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, no,
On my soul.
dick prints are amazing.
To get
Yeah,
aroused.
basically, yeah. We
Mm-hmm.
don't. I mean, it depends on the dude, the nigga you.
I know all the movies I saw
What
said
movies?
that. I don't know, movies.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's some niggas out here that need that. They need that extracurricular activity where they
Mhm.
need to have a magazine
Yeah.
or they need to have a porno. They have to have they job a lotion and towels and shit. But
Right.
nah, you don't. Yo, a real
Yeah.
niggas. Man, listen, man. You got a good imagination and you about your shit. You in touch with yourself. A nigga don't need none of that. You can get that thing popping. You understand
3
me?
stroke.
Not 3 strokes, few strokes, but we can make it happen. I could definitely make it happen. I ain't got no problem rubbing one out.
Yeah, listen, like I said, I
When
don't,
it's
I don't
time.
need it. Like if I
Well, let me ask you a question. What do y'all ladies think? Let me ask you a question. If you with your man, right?
Mhm.
You with your man,
Mhm.
okay? Would y'all ladies be into it don't have to be penetration. Could we play together? Like
What do you mean?
would you like let's say you and your man is together, y'all very in touch with each other,
Mm-hmm.
but we not penetrating, but we could just play with each other and still have an orgasm together,
Yeah,
just
like
play with
suck
each other.
dick and eat pussy. Yeah.
We ain't gotta suck
69.
dick.
Oh no, yeah, 69. 69.
Would that let me ask you a question. Some of you
Oh, you
ladies,
mean so no, like no tongue and no penetration.
no tongue, no penetration. Would you like
Yeah.
to see a man like touch himself and do things to himself? And
I
would
don't
that
think
turn you ladies
no.
on?
I don't want to see that my nigga touch himself. No.
Why not?
Okay.
No.
What's wrong with
To
that?
see him stand there, yeah, you like it?
You be
No,
surprised.
you're supposed to ask
Listen
me,
here.
do I like it?
Bull
No.
crap. There's some ladies out here that want it in their face,
Yeah.
baby.
So I'm gonna
I mean,
repeat.
yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
am not a square.
Ooh.
I do not live in a box.
No, I'll watch him, but I'm like, nigga.
I'm not a square. I do not live in a box. I'm married.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
know.
I'm
You got to
married.
do it
She's
all.
married.
I'm married. So my husband, when I introduced him to me,
Oh.
No. Wait a second. No, I'm not gonna
Oh.
say it. Maybe that might be.
when
Maybe
I
that might be too
introduced
deep.
him to me,
Uh-huh.
and what I like to do
Mhm.
in my spare time
What did he like?
with him,
What was it
he
like?
was all game,
Oh,
and
that's
he
good.
enjoys seeing me be
No,
me.
but what he's saying is,
Oh.
would
So,
you like to see watching him?
Listen, I'm not done.
She just said
He
she's not a square.
enjoys-
She told you. She said she's not a
He
square.
enjoys seeing me being me,
Uh-huh.
doing whatever I'm doing in front of him without him touching me
Yeah,
or
'cause
anything.
You know men like that shit.
Having my fun by myself, and he does too.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
That's
by seeing me, so that's like even
Yeah.
more.
Listen, I'll be
I'm
quick.
married.
You know what? Like,
That's perfect.
you know what's crazy though?
That's beautiful.
I'm
you know what's
married.
crazy?
That's beautiful. When you're married, that's just
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, no, definitely, no,
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I's married.
I just be like, nigga, come
She
on
said-
over
she
here
said-
and put the
she
dick
said
in and
that's
stop
Ozma.
playing.
I's married.
You see what I'm
Come on
saying?
over here. and
So
get
it's
in and
no,
stop
it's
playing.
like it's just nothing. It's like no
It's
holds
supposed to be no
barred.
boundaries, yeah.
It's no holds bar. It's
Once you
whatever.
married.
What you want? You want to jump off the roof into this?
Oh,
well,
listen.
let's go.
Ah,
Let me tell you something. I'm not. Listen, I'm not married, but that hurricane. Oh, listen, we done fucked up our car. We done fucked up the outside.
you said that what?
What? When that last hurricane that came that knocked the power out for 2 days?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
2 weeks.
Boy, we done fucked up a lot of shit. The neighbor looked at me like nasty. I was just like, sorry.
You apologized?
He looked at me funny because I know why he looking at me.
So? And you
I
apologized?
was-
Hey,
No, I didn't
I
apologize
know
to
the
him, but in my
neighbors
head,
know
I'm
my
like,
name.
sorry.
Way she screaming, scratching, yelling.
Listen, we done went in the
I
car.
bet the neighbors know my name.
Oh yeah. No, you know
My
what
name.
though? My name.
No, we good. We good. We good.
Oh, okay, he said he okay. I
Listen,
bet
here's
the
the thing, though.
neighbors know my
I'm not
name.
gonna fake moan and scream and shit like that, but if you fucking the shit out of me right, yes, you gonna get all of that.
I don't believe in all of the fake stuff neither.
Yeah,
though.
I don't. But if you
Yeah,
doing
but
it
it gotta
right,
be
yes,
genuine.
you
I mean,
gonna
why
know.
would you want to fake it? I mean,
I don't know, like the
if you-
porn, just so annoying. That
I mean,
shit is
but
annoying.
that's all acting though. I mean, that's like all acting. That's to like get you off.
That's
but if
why
you
I don't
into
watch
it, you
porn
into it.
because that should be like, I'd be like,
Yeah.
right.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
See,
So
I
you don't
think-
watch
I don't-
porn in general, or you just don't watch porn? Period.
I don't watch. I mean, I will watch it here and there, like if with a nigga, but
Oh,
I feel like when I'm watching porn and then they start all that extra shit, it just like,
it throws you off.
yeah, like what the
Okay,
fuck?
what type of porn do you like watching though?
Ah!
Since you
That's
like
a
watching
good
porn, I
question.
want to know.
Listen.
I just gotta know.
It's terrible. The shit that goes on in my head is fucking disgusting.
Well, I
That's
want
what
to know.
really
wait,
think
Wait,
about.
do you
No,
like?
no. Stop. Slow
like
it down.
the bukkake shit where they just be
Oh,
fucking
no.
all of
No.
them?
Let me take my headphones off. That's too much. Let me take my headphones off. That's too much. No. No.
I'm telling you, the shit that
Stop
listen,
it.
no,
Oh,
it be terrible because I watch.
does that kind of stuff turn you on?
What?
Oh my god. Oh
Wait,
god.
what stuff?
Lord have mercy.
I wouldn't personally do it, but that should be like, oh,
What
god
stuff?
damn it, dude.
You would
What
watch that
stuff?
bukkake shit? You watch that? You like that?
What's bukkake?
With a butt, she just taking a whole bunch of dicks.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh god. So wait a minute.
And then
So, Lady-
you know,
Lady
it's
Love-
it's another thing too.
What? Oh my god, please don't say it.
What? What you think I'm gonna
Go.
say?
You go. I'm not gonna say nothing. Go.
I don't know. I don't personally like anal sex, but I like to watch it.
ah.
Like what? What you mean?
She
Watch
said
it?
she
Like
likes
anal-
to watch
anal
anal porn.
Oh.
I just be
okay.
watching them. I be like, God damn it. I don't know. But
So-
I don't watch like normal, like typical. Oh, I love you, and that the landlord comes in the house.
No, you
and
don't
she
like
laid
that.
on
You
her
like
rent
to be
shit.
snatched
But
up.
it
Yeah.
So basically, you like to be snatched.
And that hardcore shit, that shit that just be that.
That
shit,
yeah, like you like to be put on your.
that the girl be the little white girl. I
So
be
let me
like,
ask you.
God
So
damn.
yo, hold on. Let me ask you a question. So do you like to be dominated? Well,
What
any
you mean in the
ladies-
bedroom? Yes,
no,
I
you-
want the nigga to take control. I
you
want
wanna
the nigga to
dominated?
be able
How about
to
you?
just.
How about you, Lady Love? You like to be dominated?
But at the same
It
time,
depends.
yeah.
It
Oh,
depends on
it
what type
could-
of mood I'm in. If I'm right off a hiatus, hold on to your heels. Like, hang on.
What do you
Hang
mean?
on, because I'm taking over. So hang on. If I'm straight off a hiatus, hang on, because I'm
You gotta
taking
keep
control.
Oh, okay.
If I'm
So-
straight off my hiatus,
So how long did your hiatus run for?
now it depends.
Oh, it all depends.
No, it
Okay.
depends.
It's just an experience.
It's really on you, really.
Yeah, it depends.
You
It
go-
depends. This is like, it's like Ramadan.
Oh, okay. And we just came off of Ramadan.
Right, exactly. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ramadan.
We just came off of Ramadan. Okay.
Ramadan.
You
It's
just
just
get
my
into your
own.
mode.
It's just because well, with my thing, I am always one for switching the topic, but I mean, when you talk to me, it's like everything is in one. I'm sorry. So, with my whole thing, as far as and with Ramadan and everything like that, it's not that I was raised Christian, what have you, or whatever, But through my journeys in life, like I said, like I always say, I'm not a square. My grandma always told me, before you leave this earth, make sure you believe in something. It doesn't matter what it is that you believe in, but make sure it's something,
Right.
a profound, decency, something that you can have, have a foundation on and really believe in, and it's something that you're gonna really live your life based upon. You know what I mean? The past and decisions that you choose and that you make in this life. You know what I mean? Because when you die, which is definitely gonna happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You need to make sure that those actions and those decisions and those choices that you decided to make throughout the course of your life has some type of, something, to
Some type
answer
of-
to, some type of
foundation.
Exactly. Some type of foundation. You have to believe in something. So
Right.
I'm not saying I'm knocking Ramadan or anything like that. And I'm not saying that I'm all pro Christianity or anything like that. I'm just saying I don't go by a set rule.
A set rule.
You know what I mean? I believe
You
there
have an
is-
open mind. You have an
exactly,
open mind to
there is
everything.
a higher being. I don't believe I wake myself up in the morning. I know
Right.
it's
Oh, yeah.
definitely not
You
me.
know there's something
and I-
higher
there's a
power out there.
Exactly.
So basically, you saying you have a higher spirituality.
Exactly. So my
Yeah, more
Ramadan may not
spiritual.
have
Right.
have happened at the time of Ramadan, but just hearing about it happening and knowing so many people in my life that I touch basis with or whatever and talk on a regular basis with,
Right.
they was going through it, they did it, they told me about their experience, and just based upon that experience, now I want to do my own little Ramadan,
Right.
with my own little stuff. Maybe, I mean, that's what brought it upon.
Have you ever fasted before? Have you ever gone
Oh
through
yeah,
a fast?
I brought up Christianity. So
Right.
yeah, we fast. My grandma believed. My granddad actually stayed in a room. Like he would put himself in the closet with a jug of water and tell my grandma, "Don't let nobody in. Like don't let nobody come through this door. Don't let nobody come through this closet."
Yeah,
he
my
would
dad
just go
also
in.
used to fast like for like 40 days, 40 nights.
telling you.
Like
Wow.
when I don't know if he still does it, but like he used to be like straight fast. Like,
Yeah,
the whole
major.
40 days, 40 nights, and I was like,
Major.
wow,
Major.
that takes some discipline, man.
Right, absolutely. So I'm just saying, it just depends. Just depends. I mean, that's just what I'm on. I don't know how long. I mean, I think Ramadan is 20 something days,
Yes, sir.
something like that. So yeah, I don't know how long my hiatus is gonna be. It's just gonna be
30?
till. Just gonna be till
Oh, it's gonna be okay.
till further notice.
You know what? It's nothing
Further
wrong with that.
notice.
When you come back into yourself, I really do. I mean, I believe in being spiritual or whatever.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't go to church. I don't be reading. I mean, I don't read the Bible or anything like that. But I do believe in a spiritual higher being.
Oh yeah, I have both though because I'm not like tied into like a religion, but like
Right.
yes, I'm very spiritual.
Right.
But the Quran and the Bible is the same when you break down the wordings and stuff
Right.
like that. But I just whichever way I feel like today, I'm just gonna pick up. If it's here and I'm feeling a certain way, I'm gonna pick up and look for them scriptures and the
You know what?
wordings to get me through.
Sometimes I always think, how do you ladies feel like? I mean, me personally, like my daughter one time. We went to like a funeral, and that's like the first time they like my oldest one, like not the oldest one, but the second
The
oldest
middle one. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the middle one. She was like, Daddy, I want to go to church. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, maybe. And my mother, before my mother passed away, she was like, why don't you take your kids to church and get them baptized and stuff? I would always think like, damn, am I like lacking in something? Like not
Are you being a real
holding
heathen?
them right? Am I holding
You
them
said
back?
last episode you was a straight up heathen.
Oh no, there's no question. I'm a heathen for real. There's no question about that.
Straight
But
up
I
heathen.
was thinking, am I holding my situation? Am I depriving
Right.
my kids of an experience?
This is what I'm saying.
that
Don't let
they
them be
wanna do?
squares. Expose them to everything. I
Right.
expose my son to absolutely everything, and I demand that he tells me everything too.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Because I need to know what's going on in his head and when he sees this picture or whatever. Like a
But it's
little
my
bit of
own.
a
But you know what it
psychologist.
is. But it's my own kind of belief because
Right.
I've been to all shapes and sizes and colors of churches, Baptist, 7-Day Adventist,
Right.
Jehovah Witness, everything. I mean, all shapes and sizes. I mean, people invite me to these things, and I would go.
Right.
And I think it's, sometimes the pastor may be very uplifting, have good words to give you or whatever the case may be. But me in my soul completely to tell you that I believe in this and I want to get it, and do. I don't really believe. I mean, I don't really feel it. That's not me. So I don't know if I'm just putting that off of my kids like that too, or should I give them that experience and let them experience it on their own,
Right.
and see what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, I totally understand.
I think we should definitely let our kids experience everything.
Right, let them get an
take
experience.
through what it is, whatever it is. Let them decide what it is that they want to do. What it is that they want to follow. But if you keep them closed-minded, or you just keep them in one set of ways or what have you.
Listen, I keep it 1,000 miles. I'm like, listen, man. Like when my daughter, like I remember one point my daughter's like, oh, Santa Claus, but man, ain't no damn Santa Claus. I'm not with that. I'm not with trying to trick them, and trying to trick them into something to believe that there's something coming down some chimney and some.
This is what
I'm
I
not
used
with
to
that,
do with
yo.
the Santa Claus
I'm
thing,
not with
because
that.
at the same time I didn't want to take away the experience from him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So what I used to say is, I'm not giving Santa Claus the credit for buying this shit. I spent all this goddamn money. You gonna give Santa Claus credit? But what I did say is, Santa Claus is gonna let all the parents know the naughty and nice list.
Right.
Now, if you made the nice list, then I could go out and get you gifts.
Right.
That's how.
But you know what? I never like. You see, I'm the type that I'm not gonna bust your bubble unless you ask me that question. You ask me the question, I'm not gonna tell you no lies.
Right.
I can't lie to you if you ask me the question. You understand? You have to address me with the question for me to give you the answer. You understand? So when my daughter starts asking me about Santa Claus, Daddy, is Santa Claus gonna come eat the chocolate cookie? Because my wife likes to do that. Like she likes to make cookies for the kids. Like she make cookies for her. Like,
I used to do that
she's
with
gonna
my
come.
son.
And if my daughter, Dad, is she gonna come eat your cookie? Santa Claus ain't gonna eat no goddamn cookies. I'm gonna eat the goddamn cookies.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for that?
Funny. No, I don't think you're wrong for that. But
no, because
with my version, what's the name? For my son, I'm not gonna lie, he's all into Santa Claus, all into the Easter Bunny, all into the Tooth Fairy, and all of that stuff. But see, me, I just completely ignore it. I mean, I completely ignore it. Let me tell you how I ignore it. He's like, oh, is Santa Claus gonna give me this or whatever? I won't say anything. I'd be like, I don't know. Guess you gotta wait and see. And then on the day of, I'd be like, do you see what that says? It says, to so-and-so from mommy.
Oh,
that's
how you do it?
Do you see that? From mommy and daddy.
Wow.
Do you see that? Did Santa Claus even bring you any? Did he come? I don't think Santa Claus came. Does that mean you wasn't supposed to get shit? Is that what that means? What did you get from that? Because I don't see Santa's name on any fucking thing in here.
You see? You see how you bust him in the head? You see that? You see how hard?
Yeah. I don't sugarcoat nothing from my baby.
But you know what it was?
Crazy.
Because my son, I always say he's immature, but not immature like the typical immature. Like he's a young 11-year-old. Mm-hmm. He's not as mature as some of these big grown ass 11-year-olds out here. Right. So when he was like still, oh, Santa Claus gotta write the list, his friends was like, there was no Santa Claus. He was like, yes, it is. So yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, baby.
Because he was like, Mommy, is Santa Claus real? I was like, why you ask me that?
And what'd you say?
Listen, I still didn't answer that question. Because he was like, but you showed me an email that Santa Claus said. And I was like, I did?
Yeah. Listen, I push in my son every day that I want him to think for himself. I always tell him, you need to think for yourself.
Right.
Think for yourself. Use your own mind. I'm giving you the facts. Right. I ain't going to give you nothing
listen
else.
To me. I am not into tricking my kids, yo. Mm-hmm. I'm just not into doing it.
Right. I give it to my
I'm not gonna
listen.
If they ask me the question, I'm not gonna be like,
you just gonna tell them.
I'm not gonna be if they kids. Into it like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Santa Claus, Daddy, and I be listening like this fucking bullshit, Santa Claus. But I don't bust their bubble. Yeah. But if they ask me and say, Dad, is Santa Claus gonna be here? Ain't no fucking Santa Claus.
I'm like that WWE Stone Cold when my son comes through. Mommy, did Santa Claus get this? Boom, clothesline his ass. Hell no. Stone Cold Stunner. I did. It was me. 1, 2, 3. I win. Like no. I clothesline him every time.
Man, yeah.
Every time.
I don't
clothesline
try.
his ass.
I don't try to do it, but
Oh no,
I'm
it brings
not
me
into
great
that,
joy.
Yeah.
It brings me great joy
I'm not
to
into it,
clothesline my
close-
son.
Clothesline.
Okay? Every time, because he always think he could teach me something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love that though. I love that because I told him he needs to use his own mind. So in his mind, he has to be smarter than me.
Yeah.
So every time I get a chance to like kick it to him,
Yep, you just
it
stick it.
feels so great.
it
It
to
feels
him.
amazing because guess who? When he get a chance to stick it to me, Gray, stick it to me, okay? First of all, he's like,
Yeah.
Mommy, let me tell you one story. I'm telling you, I got a million stories. My son is a trip. We riding in the car one day. We going to the hookah lounge or whatever because I wanted to see about the hookah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say hookah lounge.
Yeah, he came with me. I
No,
love my
yeah.
baby. He doesn't
The
know
hookah-
what's going
no, the
on.
hookah spot. Yeah.
He don't know what's going on. He just think it's like a whole bunch of different
you went to
toys.
the smoke shop because when I heard
Right.
hookah lounge, I'm thinking y'all going in the hookah
Exactly.
lounge.
No. Going to the smoke shop. You're
Uh-huh.
right. Went to the smoke shop. So he's with me or whatever. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm there to look too.
Because I
don't know.
remember when I broke the hookah, I took my son right
Yeah.
in there too.
He didn't know
was
what's
like,
going on.
he was like, "Mommy, what's that?" I was like, "Stuff that grown people do."
Right. Nothing at all. None of your business. You're here for the ride. Just calm down.
Yeah.
So we riding in the car and there's a bird or whatever in the sky. He's like, Mommy, do you know what kind of bird that is? Let me tell y'all, my son's so dang on smart. I was like, no, what kind of bird that is? Because, I don't give a shit.
For a bird. There's a pigeon.
It's all the same. It's a motherfucking bird.
Yeah.
So he tells me.
He said, "Motherfucking bird."
I swear. So he's like, oh, Mom, this is such and such and such bird. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, they do this. He started giving me all the facts about this bird and
Yeah?
everything.
Damn.
I was like, really? I was like, well, how do you know? He was like, you see their beaks? I was like, no, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm driving right now. He was like, yeah, you got to take a look at their beaks. It's all in their beaks, Mom. And the way that they soar, some type of eagle birds or
What the
something like
fuck?
that.
wait, his school is teaching him that?
Girl, yes, girl.
Wow.
Yes, he was like, it's the way that he was like, they're not eagles. They're something such and some type of bird, girl. They're not eagles, but they're just like eagles because they soar or whatever. I was like, oh, that's so cool. He was like, yeah. I was like, I did not know that. He was like, you didn't? I was like, no, I didn't. He was like, wow, I guess I taught you something.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I guess you did. Like, so what? That you know what type of bird is flying in the sky.
That's good because that builds his
Got your
confidence. You know?
I know.
You
Yeah,
gotta-
got your
I'm
ass.
telling you, he be sticking
Got
it to
him.
me, boy. When he knows something that I don't know, he stick it to me.
I bet.
So listen, it's an even. Listen, we're at war and
So
it's
basically,
even.
it's like even Steven.
That's right. It's
Oh,
even
man.
Steven. When when he knows something, he can't wait to bring it to my
Oh,
attention, and
yeah.
I absolutely love it. I tell him he's so smart, so smart.
See, my son, on the other hand, he just be so amazed. He'd be like, well, how did you know that? How come you know all of this stuff? And why you know all this stuff? That's how he be. Because I'd be like, I knew it already.
I got a mental competition going on with my son.
Now mine's is so
That's
lazy.
good,
I got a
though.
mental
If it ain't
competition.
about
Good,
if it ain't about
Oh, yeah.
That's
Fortnite,
good.
that little kid ain't worried about nothing.
Nah, it's a mental competition.
Because you know what, when you
Yeah,
do
man.
that with your kid, you like regurgitate their mind.
Oh
You
yeah,
think
exactly.
I have to
You
make them
you
think.
make them expand their mind and make them
Yeah.
think.
Before
Exactly.
I
You know what I'm
die,
saying?
before I get off this earth, that's why I told my son, not in those words, before I die, before I get off this earth, but I told him, when I'm no longer here, I need you to still be able to hear me.
Right.
Telling you, yeah.
And he don't understand it. That's why I feel like
Well,
it
he's gonna get
resonates
it.
with what
Yeah,
your
he's
what
still
your
young.
dad told you.
Right, he's gonna get it.
This was
Trust
gonna
me.
happen to
Right.
my
I'm telling you,
baby.
because
Right.
when my dad used to tell me that, I just never got it. It was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you know, no big deal. It's like you
Yeah.
still in the playing stage.
Right.
But
when he passed,
when
it
he
was just like,
passed
oh,
and he wasn't
shit.
here, like,
Right.
oh my God, that's what he
Right.
was talking about.
Yeah.
When he was saying, I'm going, you
Right.
come. He used to tell me
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. He says, I'm going.
Right. That's
You're
the lesson.
coming.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
it's time for you to do what you have to do now. I done
Right.
did what I had to do.
Exactly.
Right.
It's over.
Exactly.
You know.
That's your father's lesson to
Yeah,
you,
to me.
and this is my lesson to my son.
Right.
Right.
Think for yourself. Stand on your
Yeah.
own 2 feet.
Mhm.
Don't let nobody, no woman, nor man manipulate your
Right,
mind. Be
right.
able
Yeah,
to
man.
think
You gotta
and make
think
a
on your own.
conscious decision.
Right.
Do not be no square.
Mhm.
Do
Mhm.
not just go by the book. Don't be by the book.
Right.
It's gray areas too. There's white,
gotta
black,
be- you
and
gotta be
gray.
able
to-
You
yeah.
need to, you're a man. You got to be able
He
to
gotta be able
maneuver.
to. Yo,
Oh,
he
yeah.
gotta be able to
You
think on his
have to.
feet.
Exactly.
He gotta be able to think on his
You're a
feet.
man.
He gotta be able to adjust. He gotta be able to think
Exactly.
outside the box. You gotta
Exactly.
be able to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm training him
Got
for.
to.
God, like, I don't know why. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, ever since he was brought into the world, ever since I pushed him out, I've been talking to him like this.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
gonna get
And
it.
I don't
He got
know.
it.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be with my son. I hope and I pray that it's forever.
Yeah,
But
it's for a
at the
long
end of the
period of
day,
time.
it's like I can't stop helping myself from teaching him
No.
in this
Oh, yeah.
form.
You
I
doing
can't.
the right thing.
I can't.
Oh no, you gotta keep doing
Oh
it.
yeah,
a
you
habit.
definitely
You
doing the
gotta
right
keep
thing.
doing it.
I told y'all he hates dinners with me.
Oh, you gotta keep doing
He
it.
hates
Yeah, no,
dinners
that's,
with me.
gotta
that's
keep
the thing.
Because
Let
he
me tell you
knows
something.
what'd you do today.
If nothing else, when it's time, when he's in that situation and he's in that predicament or whatever it may be, you're gonna come right there in his mind, and it's gonna come right to him.
yeah.
And that's
I
all
hope
that.
so.
It basically, it's the tools you've been giving him, and he's gonna realize he'll be like, "Oh snap! My mother's been telling me this all the while, and it's this is it right here."
I hope
And it's,
so.
he's gonna either sink or swim. Most likely, that little nigga gonna swim.
Right, exactly. 'cause
Trust me.
He had the tools.
Yeah,
Right.
man. You gotta keep drilling it in their head.
Oh,
They
yeah.
won't realize it, but I'm telling you, it'll be in their subconscious.
Right.
Because
That's-
with me, I remember me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My father used to say this to me all the time. And I didn't get it. I didn't
Right.
understand it.
But it says it in
Right.
the Bible. It says train a child on the
You
way that
gotta
they
get
should
it.
raise
Right.
up.
And I was like,
they
yo.
should go.
And believe it or
Right.
not, when I talk to my oldest daughter, I tell her the same thing. We had a conversation today. I was telling her, I was like, listen, I'm going to be here for you regardless of the fact. It doesn't matter what it is. But at some point, I'm not going to be here no more.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
I promise you.
And it's so
And it's
crazy.
up to you. It's going to be up to you
Yeah.
to do what it do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Take what I'm giving you. Take it.
Yeah.
This is the tools you're going to need. I tell her this all the time.
Yeah.
Words
You
of a
understand?
father.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling you, it's the truth. Because I honestly had the same conversation today with my son.
I'm telling you.
I literally told him, I said, it's okay. I was like, you full now? I had just got him breakfast and everything. And I'm telling you, I promise y'all, I know y'all think I'm crazy out there, but every moment or every second that my son spends with me is a pop quiz.
It better
Every
be.
moment,
You
every
It
have,
better
second,
be.
you have to
it's a
keep
pop
the
quiz.
It better
mind
be.
going, man.
It's
You
being
have to keep the mind
repetitive.
going.
It's,
I'm
it's
telling
like
you.
you have to be
It's
repetitive.
a pop quiz.
You got to be repetitive.
Listen.
You got to be consistent.
I'm telling
and
you.
you got to be saying the same thing
Every
over and over
second
again.
of the day.
Yeah.
So we
right.
just had breakfast, right? We had breakfast. I stopped at McDonald's, which I absolutely hate. But I was like, it's on the way, and I was trying to get some things done. I was trying to, it's always a struggle, a race
Yeah, it
against
was one of the-
time.
one of the-
You have to create
One
time.
of the days that you guys had to eat
Oh,
fast food.
Exactly. So when McDonald's got the food or whatever, we eat the food finish. We in a car though, on our way to drop him off, and I'm like, okay. I let like 5 minutes pass. I'm like, okay, Jamal. So, what did you eat for breakfast today? He was like, for breakfast, what did I eat? I said, so what's the first thing you ate today? Oh, but I just ate this. I said, exactly. So that was your breakfast. That's exactly what breakfast means. The first thing that you ate. You looking at the time. He's so damn smart.
yeah.
You hear me? He looking at the time. It's like 11:30. He's like, right now, if he was at camp, they would have had lunch. They
Yeah.
would have had lunch already.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't know. I didn't have breakfast today because he looking at the time.
Yeah.
And instead of understanding what it was that he just ate, you just had a pancake,
Mine's do that
sausage,
too.
eggs, bruh. That was breakfast.
Exactly. Mine do that too. It's
Right.
not even breakfast. It's 12 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
so smart.
Yo,
They smart.
it is. No
They
question.
are.
No question. I mean, and it's like I said, even with my father telling me, yo, time, my father would say, yo, I'm going, I'm coming. Even with my mother, I could vividly remember, man. I used to shuck and jive my mom. Like in school, oh, what's going on? I used to shuck and jive and tell her some bullshit, whatever the case may be, to get over. And my mom's thing she used to tell me all the time, something I would remember to this day. She would say to me, Steve, only time will tell. All the time. Okay, only time will tell. Because regardless to whatever you're doing and whatever you're trying to say, time is going to tell.
Right.
It's going to tell you what's
Everything.
going on.
Right.
Only time will tell. And when I'm messing up in school or something's going on, it's going to come out in the wash.
Right.
Right.
It's going to come out. So it doesn't even matter.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Right.
And this is stuff that I could remember. I mean, I could remember from like first grade, second grade. My mother said, okay, only time will tell. only time is gonna tell what's going on here.
Right.
It's
right.
gonna tell the tale of the tape. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
And that's just what
That's
it
right.
is. You know? That's just what it is.
Right.
But
That's right.
Yeah.
again, man, these are the things I say again and again and again. We gotta drill these things in our kids' head.
Right.
We gotta give them that structure. We gotta give them that foundation. And they're gonna have to be the ones to be able to stand on it.
Right.
And be able to take it.
Right.
yeah.
Whether
I
they're
don't think
gonna
I'd be
use
able-
it
Yeah.
and apply it,
Yeah.
it's up to them. But these are like straight jewels
Right.
for them.
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. I don't think that I'll be able to just speaking on like a me, just me knowing me and how I am, and just being not a spiritual person, but knowing that spirituality is alive and knowing that our
Absolutely.
spirit is a being.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Once this flesh pass, once this body, once this booty
Yes.
pass, okay? Once this shape pass, you know what I mean? Once this
Oh.
stuff start to sagging and this face get to lagging,
Stop
like,
it.
then
Stop
you know, what else is there gonna be? It's your spirituality. You can't leave with it. Nothing materialistic on this earth are you gonna be able to leave with.
Right.
So you got to bank on your spirit and your mind. You have to bank on your spirit and your mind. Your mind being number one.
Yes.
Because you can't let anything creep into your mind.
Yes.
But I feel like I won't be able to have a smooth passing, not gonna lie, if I don't equip my son the way that I'm equipping him now.
Yes.
Because I would feel like I left him without anything.
You have him bare naked out here in these streets.
Exactly. I would feel like I left him without anything, and I refuse to leave him without anything.
Absolutely, man.
I refuse.
I-
As a mother,
Listen.
bearing him, holding him for 9 months, and then pushing him
Yeah.
into this world.
And I'm gonna tell you, as a boy, for me, and I'm telling you, there's things that I could vividly remember as I was in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
My mother used to tell me things. I would get my ass tore up, but I could still remember them like it was yesterday.
Very good.
Trust me. Everything that you give into your son, you may not think he's taking it,
Yeah.
but trust me, when it's time
I'm praying that
and he's in when he's in that scenario
Mm-hmm.
and certain things are happening,
Mm-hmm.
yo, the first thing that's gonna pop into his head, my mother said this and that.
Right.
What am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because I remember
I
vividly
hope and pray to God.
situations I was in, and I remembered your mom. The first time, oh my God, what is my mother's gonna think about when she finds this out?
Right.
Like, what's gonna happen now? My
Right.
mother's gonna find out. If I was afraid of anybody else,
Right. It was your
my
mom.
mother was the
Mother
one.
is your first fear.
She was the first one. Like,
I know there's a lot
knew.
of people out there that could relate to that.
Yo, when it came to my
your mom
mother,
is
man,
your first fear.
Yo, when I got myself into some trouble and I did some bullshit, I was like, oh my God, my mother
Mhm.
gonna find out my ass is all the way grass.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God.
My aunt was my haven, my
Ugh.
safe haven. My grandma was my
Man,
definitely
yo,
safe haven.
Yo,
My grandma and my aunt were my angels.
my mother just had to give me a look. If she gave me that goddamn
Of
look,
course.
I know.
Of
The
course.
next thing on his way after that look, the beats is on his way.
Yep.
She wasn't playing. You
Yup.
understand? My father, he joked around a lot. And yeah, my father put hands on me at times,
Okay.
but not like my mom. My mom ain't play that game. My mom would be like, yo, I would get in trouble in school and she know.
Mhm.
And my mom be like, listen, take yourself inside and get yourself on your knees, boy. I'm going to deal with your ass in a few minutes. Them few minutes is like an hour. And she be
Yep.
working around the house, cleaning,
Yep.
cooking.
Yep.
And it's just the weight. It's the anticipation of the
Yep.
ass whipping on its way.
Yep.
And then when she come bring me that ass up, she be like, okay, now it's time for you to get this thing and let me
Ooh.
talk to you about it.
Yep.
And she would talk me all the way through the ass whipping. Then I tell you this, that, and
Yeah.
the other. Don't make me have to get off of school.
Most black parents
Don't make me have to school call
like
me.
to talk to
your
you
ass is grass today. I'm like, man.
while
oh,
they
man,
whooping
the
your
Chevits.
ass.
Man, I be like, yo, man.
That's
oh,
correct.
Man, the Chevits. Woo.
Well, my mom used to always talk to us while we got our butts beat.
Yo.
That's the truth.
Yeah, my grandmother used to do. Great grandmother used to do. it,
Every
'cause we kinda,
time
like
she
my
put
younger
that on
years,
me, man.
grew up with the grandmother.
And you know what, my like when my girls and stuff like that, you know, and again, I'm gonna say it. When I had my first my first child,
Mhm.
I wanted girls. I wanted a girl because I just felt like I could just love up on them more than I could do a boy.
Ah.
You know, even though now there's like, oh, you know, you should have a boy to carry your name and stuff like that. And now I'm thinking about it, like, damn, I mean, it would be good for me to have a son. You know,
Right.
that son could carry my name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I wanted a girl.
Right.
My first
And now
daughter.
you have a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to pay for my sins, but
Yeah.
I love my daughters regardless of the fact. You know, all these
of
ladies
course.
out here I've been hurting and running ragged with. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But even still, you know, that's what I wanted, you know, and I try to give my girls everything that I could give them. I give them all of the game.
Right.
Like my oldest daughter, I said, listen, if you want to see a scumbag, a piece of shit, you need to come talk to me. If you want to talk about other guys and want to know what guys are going to do and what they're about,
Right.
you know, talk to me about it.
Have you spoken to her what type of man that she's interested in?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Pick
of course.
her brain.
Oh,
See what type of man
yo.
she's
Is
interested
she currently in a
Yo,
relationship?
She was in a relationship. She had told me about a relationship she was in, but I don't know about now. Sometimes she's kind of funny with telling me about that. I don't know what it is.
Because she doesn't know how you're gonna react to her dating a certain type of person too. I'm telling you, you're a
Like,
very important
okay.
person in her life.
Right.
Well,
right.
okay.
She cares about what you think.
I tell you what, the last dude she was messing with, right? She was telling me about this guy. The guy was like way much older than she was.
Yeah, it's always
way
like that.
much older.
Oh yeah. Nah.
It's
I
always
mean,
like that.
crazy older. I said, listen.
Nah, that's some shit.
I told her. I said, but then
Listen.
the dude, you know, the dude was way much older. He had a lot of shit going on. I said,
Right.
listen, this shit you telling me about right here. She was telling me about it. I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you, this shit is not gonna end well. Okay. So what you need to do is don't get yourself wrapped up too much.
Right.
Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. But don't put all your eggs in one basket
Right.
with this
Right.
dude.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Right. Well, thank
I
God
told
I
her
ain't
this.
need that problem. I ain't
Man,
had that problem.
I told her that, and God damn it, by the sun rises tomorrow in the air, the sun comes up, you know it's going to come up regardless. And it hit the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
And
The
I told
drama.
her, and I was like, yo, listen, just dust yourself off.
Right.
You know, you young, you a beautiful girl.
Right.
You know, just move on to the next one because you got to live and you learn. But like I said, yo, it's certain situations you just have to know that this may not be for you.
Right.
You could enjoy it. You can have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But don't expect nothing more from this situation. You know? And that's just really what it was. She had to go through it. She understood it, you know. And that's just what it was. I says, as long as, you know, he's not putting as long as he's not putting his hands on you and he's not hurting you and he's respecting you the way he needs to respect you, and I ain't got to really get involved like that and have to go back to jail or anything like that.
Right.
You know, we all good.
Right.
But, you know, as long as he respects you, you know what I'm saying? But he's going to do what he's going to do. I can't stop him from doing what he's going to do.
Exactly.
And
Niggas
how old
gonna
is
be-
she?
She's 22.
See?
Niggas.
See, I was
niggas
younger
gonna-
than her, though. I was about, I'm telling you, I was like 17, 18, and I was, I just got into a relationship with a 34-year-old.
Oh my
At
God.
34 years old.
With a 34-year-old.
God damn it.
Off a wrong phone call.
Off of
What?
Oh, the party lines.
No.
What you mean the wrong phone
Get
call?
wrong phone
Oh,
call.
the wrong
Okay.
phone call.
He
What
called you
the
by accident. Y'all started talking. I
Exactly.
called something like
Wow.
that too. Just like that.
Exactly. That's
started talking to
exactly
him?
what happened.
So what?
And so I
That's
picked
some
up. I'm
shit.
like, hello? He's like, yeah, did somebody just call this number? I was like, no, I think I dialed the wrong number, but I don't think this is who it's supposed to be. And he was like, well, who are you looking for? Because you sound like really great over the phone. I just want to know because somebody else just had my phone. I was like, oh, somebody else just had my phone too, but it was my sister. So I don't think, you know, I don't care who she was trying to talk to, but I'm pretty sure this is like the wrong number. I don't know you. You don't know me. Just, you know, sorry. Like that. He was like, no, wait.
Wow.
Don't hang up. Who are you? What's your name? I really like how you sound. Like, I'm just trying to see who this is. From there, it was that's it.
Oh my God.
From there, it was that's
He
it.
knew how old you were?
So-
Yeah, listen.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So this person that you met over the telephone,
Right.
you met this person in person?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
You wasn't like scared or anything like that? You wasn't
No.
worried about?
He
I
made
guess
me
from all
feel
the
completely
conversations, all the
comfortable.
conversations y'all had.
And because once we got into who had our phones previously, because somebody was using my phone, my sister was using my phone, and his cousin was using his phone.
Oh, wow.
And it so happened that our families knew each other.
Mhm. Oh.
Exactly.
Did your mom ever know?
Oh yeah. Listen.
Your mom knew you was dating a 34-year-old?
Fast forward. She had to meet him because all I could talk about was him.
Whoa.
She had to meet him.
Wait.
Imagine I just got out of high school.
Hold
So
on.
what did your mother say?
Oh my gosh, she absolutely loved him. She fell in love with him.
What?
Yeah, she fell in love with him.
So she didn't mind that this dude was like a whole
no,
10
he was
years
so
older than
sweet,
you.
and his smile. You know who he looks like? God, what is this guy named? Something Child. I can't think about this man's name. He's an artist. He's a singer.
Child.
I gotta think about his name. And he has like a short curly type hair.
Childish Gambino?
And he wears
Childish Gambino?
glasses. No, he's new. Talk about old school.
Old school.
Not old school, but older. I'll get it, and then I'll tell you guys something Love Child or something like that, or
Music Soul Child?
Oh, yeah.
Music Soul Child.
Okay.
When
I tell you he looked like him.
With that lazy, he had the lazy eye too.
I don't know. He
And
didn't
my
have a lazy eye, but he had his
crazy
whole what's the name? He had his nose.
Yeah.
He
That
had
was
his
my
skin.
jam,
He
though.
had everything, and my
So-
mom loved him.
Wait, let me ask you a question. So, this relationship with this guy, how long did it last for?
It lasted a while. Not gonna lie, it lasted a while. Like
and you
mama,
said
like
how
I was
old were
spending
you?
night. I was 17, 18. I was going on 18.
No.
Yeah.
So,
And it's crazy because let me tell you what's the even crazy part.
go ahead, please.
He had a daughter that was 2 years younger than
Oh
me.
no!
Crap.
2 years
Me as
younger
a
than
parent,
me.
I would kill that man.
So, wait a minute. So, were you in the house with his daughter?
No, she lived with her mom.
Let me ask you another question.
hmm
So, this relationship with you and this guy, it went all the way?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
he
My
your-
mom loved him.
Was he your first?
No,
Holy smokes.
but my mom absolutely loved him. Like I would spend the night over to his house.
She didn't
And
feel
she
that
would
he was
call
too
me.
grown?
Oh my
He was so
God.
respectable, and he took such good care of me. He took me out of her house.
Oh.
So you lived with him?
Yeah,
Oh,
and his mom loved me.
oh my Lord.
Yeah, she loved you because you was like her granddaughter.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly. My mom would call me in the morning to see where I was.
Uh-huh.
And I would tell her I'm over at such and such's house. And she was like, okay, tell him I said hi.
Get
What?
out of town. You were 17 years old?
Yeah, my mom loved him.
I'm going to kill somebody.
My mom,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
my
But
mom
he's
loved
dead.
him.
So I'm murking
Listen,
everybody.
everywhere.
He was how old?
34.
Holy.
My mom absolutely loved him. Because he didn't look it. I'm telling you, he
But
looked
the
just
fact that
like
he
him.
was.
She didn't care nothing at all. He was so like I'm telling you, he was like Mr. Hefe. I'm telling you, he was like Hefe. I'm telling you.
He was just a smooth
Why does he got to be
talker.
like me?
Yo,
though?
he
Why he
was
has to
so
be like
perfect
me?
because he was
Stop playing.
perfect.
Oh, so
He
you
was
heard that? She said
perfect.
that you're perfect.
He was perfect.
playing.
He was the
Perfect.
complete gentleman. He was
Yeah.
a complete gentleman.
Yeah.
He
I am not a
always
gentleman.
he
I'm a
was such a
savage.
freaking
No, you're not a
like
savage
smooth
anymore.
operator with my
I'm a
mom. Listen,
savage.
I'm
he
a
al-
savage.
listen, he always bought my mom roses
Uh-huh.
whenever he came to my house to pick me up.
Oh.
Always
Oh,
bought
yeah,
her
he had to
roses.
make it. He had to be a
Listen,
To get your ass up out that
Yo.
house.
Yes.
He's like, I gotta win that
knock
mother.
on the door, never blew his horn, always
I
knocked
gotta
on the
win-
door.
Whoa.
I gotta
Came
win that
in
mother
smiling, seeing everybody,
Once I
hugging
win that
everybody,
mother
sitting
over.
down,
That's kind of crazy.
chilling.
So how was he in the bedroom?
Oh.
The bomb?
It was crazy.
Well, hell yeah, he a grown ass man.
Oh my god.
Wait, can I? Nah, maybe that ain't too deep. I don't want to be too.
Yo.
I don't want to be too deep. Would you say? Would you? Okay.
So you
let me-
didn't
let
feel
me-
there was nothing wrong dating somebody so much older than you?
I always wanted to date an older man.
That older?
I told you it happened in high school. I didn't want nobody who I had to take
Yeah.
care of. I wanted somebody who was already
You had to
established.
take care of you.
I need somebody that's gonna take care of me. That's why I'm married right now. I always knew I wanted to be
Yeah.
married. I always knew I needed to be taken care of.
Yeah.
I always wanted that.
But I just be thinking like,
I mean, what y'all doing out here? I need to be taken
Girl.
care of now.
but he was just so
No.
much older.
I don't need none of that stress, all that heartache
How
and
would you
pain,
feel,
You wanna be
Hefe?
all
taken
that
care of.
stress
What
of
you said?
being
How
body
would
and
you
soul.
feel
How'd I feel about what?
if that was your daughter's situation?
I mean, you can't really stop who you love, and if a dude goes in and catches, your child or whatever,
Mhm.
I mean, Yeah, the number is kind of crazy. 34, 17,
Mhm.
18.
I felt so happy.
You know, it's kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
I was
I
happy.
think if you try to fight it, it's gonna only be worse.
Right.
You really gonna lose your child for real, for real.
So what
Mhm.
happened? with
But
that
I
relationship?
believe if the
Like-
dude is like really taking care, I mean, it's
Mhm.
unfortunate, man, but because you cannot stop who you love and
Mm-mm.
who your child is gonna just
Mm-mm.
fall
It
in
was
love
perfect.
with.
So, well, I'll tell you what happened. It was super easy.
Mhm.
This is what
What,
happened.
super easy for him to catch you?
Super easy because I was young and he already knew this. This is why I say thank God that you know, even though I didn't have a father in my life to raise me or whatever, my father passed when I was very young, but I didn't have anybody to tell me. Oh, I didn't have anybody to tell me, you know, hey, slow down, you know, with this older guy or whatever, just chill or whatever. I told myself that. I was like, first of all, he got a daughter that's like 2 years younger than me, you know, and I don't know what he done been through and I don't know what he expect, but I'm like just on a roller coaster right now. I got things planned. I have a lot of stuff in front of me, you know, it's awesome that you're here taking care of me right now. I appreciate it. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm not thinking about it either, you know? And if anything happens to go sideways, I'm just going to be like, okay, deuces, snap back, bitch, because I'm young. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm young. I'm not thinking about none of that. You know what I mean? And he was smart enough to understand too.
Uh-huh.
So once we started this game. Well, once we noticed that we were getting serious, okay, we started this game. I was like, all right, now we would be in the car because I would see him gazing over at me or whatever, like just you know with these dreamy eyes or whatever. I used to be like, all right, now nigga, fly straight, fly straight. You gonna fly straight or you gonna get off? What you doing? What you doing? You gonna crash? What you gonna do? You know, in terms of are we in love or not?
Right.
Do you really want to go down that roller coaster?
Right.
Remember, I'm just stepping off the porch. Listen,
Right.
you really gonna, you know what I mean? Handle all of these young niggas that's really trying to get at this, you know, young tenderoni.
Right.
Like, is you really serious? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and it really like had to resonate with him when he started inviting me out to his parties with his, you know, group
Yeah,
of
his
people.
grown friends.
Exactly. And all the guys looking at me like, yo, like, and looking at him like, yo, this is you? Like, you serious right now? Like, she could be your daughter. Like, you serious right now?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And it had to really like resonate with him. And he used to say, every time I would say that, he was like, no, I know you young and I know there's gonna be a lot of things that you want to do or whatever. I'm not gonna hold you back. I'm not gonna stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. I'm here as long as you want me here. I hated that. Hated it.
Why'd
Yeah,
you
Because it was the perfect thing to freaking say to somebody. Of course.
So
That's why I
did you-
hated
so,
it.
So did you like find other interest and you like, you know, stop being interested in him? Like how
This
did
is
it
what
happen?
happened. I fell in love with him.
Right.
Of course, because that was gonna happen
Oh,
any
yeah.
damn way.
Mhm.
Fell in love with him, but he felt like it would be robbing me of my life if he was to fall back in love with me, basically.
What?
It would be robbing me of my life because he felt like he had already lived. And he felt like what I wanted to be married. I told you I always wanted to be married. So of course I'm telling him these things. I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want to live my life. I want to do these things. But if I decide to do any of these things, it's going to be with you because I love you and I want us to make it happen. And he couldn't bring himself to make it happen. He said that because he felt like he was basically my first, even though I had said I had already been with other people, whatever. He was like, yeah, but you haven't experienced life. You haven't lost your first job. You've never been fired. Come on. Like, you haven't lived. You haven't even graduated college. What are you talking about? You haven't even you don't even know what it takes to sign off on your own car. He would say these things to me and I used to feel so bad. It would almost be like belittling me. You know what I mean? Because it made me feel like I was being naive by loving him.
Oh, wow.
And in doing so, which was what he really wanted, which not what he really wanted, but he felt was best for me, so he had to do it, which was push me away by belittling me. Because he knew that it affected my whole mechanism. It affected the type of woman that I am, which is strong, independent, knowing what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I don't need no help. You know what I mean? I know the decisions that I'm making, and I told you, nigga, I want to be with you.
Right.
But he wasn't trying to hear that because he was older and he felt like I said, he felt like he would be robbing me of my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
If he was to marry me and give me everything that I wanted when I
Wow.
wanted it,
So
he felt like I needed to experience life first.
so when did you realize that you told yourself like, yo, I need to be married. I want to be with somebody and be married to that person. How old were you when you really realized that?
When I realized that I had to get up at night to go and pee, and if I didn't get up at night to go and pee, I would pee myself in the bed.
Oh my
That's
God.
how young I was when I knew that I was gonna get married. I don't know, 4, 5. Negro, I woke up knowing I wanted to be married and taken care of. Hey, what you talking about? I
How
always
about you,
knew
Sassy?
that.
Do you feel like you want to be married and be like have a like? Could you live with a guy that's gonna be take care of you through and through? You ain't got to worry about nothing. He got you regardless of the fact you married. He got
For
whatever
that,
you
I
got.
have to say no, because I'm in entertainment, so I have to stop what I'm doing for him, like basically.
But at some point, you want to be married, though, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I would love to be married. Like it had to be a loving situation. Yeah, I would love to be married and all that. There,
But you just saying he just have to understand what
he have to
your
understand that
career
I'm yeah, my
and
career.
what
I'm
you
going to
wanna do.
always be. I'm never going to like sit down and just be like, oh, you don't have to work. I would never do that.
Mm.
I'm gonna always have like my ventures and things that I'm working on or I'm
Mhm.
into. But of course, I'll submit and all that stuff. But as far as like work, no, I got to keep myself busy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
got to keep
good.
myself busy.
Okay.
But yeah, I think like all women like at some point would like they think about being married and want to go through all that. And I definitely want to do the big wedding, all type of stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, always. I don't know. I think we're just bred like that. Like we always want to be Cinderellas. Like we not Cinderellas in the sense that she had to be, a freaking slave first before she found her Prince Charming. Not like that. Like I just wanted to come free. I don't want to have to work for
Exactly.
anything. So yeah, no, like I don't know. I just always felt like that because you know what it is. I don't know if it was my whole makeup about how I was raised. I was raised by single women. My grandmother, she was a widow. So I met my grandfather, but when I was old enough to understand what was going on, I understood that he was sickly, you know what I mean? And my grandma was taking care of him. And shortly after he passed. So, and then she was with nobody, you know what I mean? And then my mom had all of these kids or whatever, 6 kids. And she was going through her own trials and tribulations. So my grandmother had to raise us to help my mom out. And also my aunt, you know what I mean? She had 2 kids or whatever at the time when I came to understand what was really going on. And her husband at the time had got exiled because of some crap that he was doing, you know what I mean? So back to his country. So it was just like I'm being raised by these single women. And they got it hard.
Oh yeah.
It's hard. I'm passing from aunt to aunt, cousin to cousin, and this to that, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And I just want, out of all of that nonsense, all I'm yearning for is stability. I just want to go home, close the door, cut off the light, and not be scared.
Exactly. Right. That's what I say.
I want to be able to sleep in peace.
Well,
I don't know when I'm gonna see my mama.
So when you was at that age, did you feel like you had to feel like you were afraid and you didn't know what was gonna happen next?
Yeah, everything was always up in the air. Everything was always up in the air. I don't tell a lot of people this, but my mom had it hard. She always tried, and we always had a roof over our heads. But every place that we moved into, because it was these low income places, I don't even think they had low income at that time when we were growing up. But there was these raunchy places or whatever. These were houses. These rent to own homes or what have you. You know what I mean? In these really, really bad neighborhoods. And every time we would go out and stay for like a weekend, I remember one time my mom just bought the house, whatever that was, you know what I mean? Just bought the house or told us she bought the house, whatever. And we bombed the house so everything, could get cleaned or whatever. Right. And then we come back and it's nothing in the freaking house. It's like crazy. All we tried to do was bomb the house. Yeah. And that's it. Like, no. Every instance of my life is like that, like coming home to everything being everywhere, and every house that we ever had, every place that I ever been to has always gotten broken into. Wow. Every single one of them. So no. No. And that's like a little bit of a disconnect that I have, with materialism. I just
So that's why you always were like wanted to have that stability and have that
Of
husband.
course.
Have
Yeah,
that
no,
house and
no. I
have
need that
stability.
protection. I need that security. I need that stability. I need all of that. And I wouldn't have married him if I didn't feel like I had that. I wouldn't have married my husband if I didn't feel like he can bring that to the table. I had to know that prior to me saying I do. It's no in between, because I've been running from this my whole life. I don't need somebody to run with me. No. I need somebody that's gonna put an end to all of that. I need somebody who's gonna put an end to all of that, close that door, take my arm, take care of me, and be like, you don't have to worry about none of that no more. Close your eyes, go to sleep. I'm here.
Wow.
Right. Wow.
You know what? This podcast, I never really, like I said, you ladies used to tell me, y'all asked me to come and do the podcast. And I'm like really like not want to be on Front Street. But hearing our stories and the things that we're sharing with other people, I promise you, these people either experienced it,
right,
heard about it,
right,
know someone else who's going through it,
right.
But it's all realistic things that people that go through. It's all, like you said, it's all relative, man. These are normal things that people go through in life,
right?
And as us having a platform and talking about it, and other people that can come to it and relate to it,
right,
and say, "Damn, yo, I've experienced that," or so and so experienced that, and guess what? This person went through it too. It means a lot, man.
Yeah,
it really does. It really, really means a lot. Sometimes we may think that we like overexposing ourselves,
right,
and we taking ourselves to a particular point where we might be a little bit vulnerable,
right,
or whatever the case may be. But yo, it's helping a lot of people, man.
I think so, and I hope so.
Yeah, I most definitely, because
a lot of people.
We get our little, personally, we get our little feedback from people and stuff like that, and we've been getting hit up on the Gmail and on Twitter and different things like that.
Right.
And, they really enjoying the show, man. So we got to definitely keep promoting and pumping this good content.
Yeah, and it's about it's not just the content. It's the realistic situations that we may go through, and the stuff that we go through, I'm sure everybody goes through.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Me
definitely.
as a father, as being a father and going through the situation. Like I said, I have I'm married. I have 3 other kids plus my daughter with another mother. And kids go through all types of things. You know what I'm saying? And you try to provide and you try to do the best you can. Not saying you have all the answers, because I damn sure ain't got all the answers, and I may not be right all the goddamn time. That's for sure. But we work through it. You have to try to work through it and try to grow from it, try to understand it, try to move forward from it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there might be going through the same thing and don't know how to go through it, or don't know what to say, and don't know how to approach a certain situation. And maybe we can help them in a certain ways and try to bring them to the light and understand, like, yo, damn, other people are going through the same thing I'm going through.
Exactly. It's so funny. When I had my son, it's so funny because everybody was like, I'm talking about my sisters, and my mom and my grandma, and everybody was like, wow, I can't believe you really had a baby. Like, it was like so astonishing. Like, nobody could believe that I, of all people, would have a baby just because of how I was living.
Why is that?
Just because of how I was living. I'm a free spirit. I'm almost like a hippie. You know what I mean? And I've always been that way. I've always been a free spirit. I used to tell people, I'm telling you, when I was younger, I used to tell my sisters and my brother and my mom. I used to tell everybody. I was like, listen, right now, you guys are going to get the nice, beautiful, amazing, quiet, sensitive, care about your feelings, lady love. But as soon as I hit 18, y'all gonna have to feel it. Y'all gonna have to really feel me, because as soon as I hit 18, I promise you, I'm not gonna care about what you think, what nobody else thinks about how I live and how I choose and what I say. I'm gonna curse in front of my mom. I'm gonna do everything I want to do, and guess what? Ain't gonna be nothing that y'all could do, because I'm grown. I could not wait. So soon, I'm telling you, boy, as soon as I hit 18, that was it. It was like doors open, flew right through them bad boys. I was hanging out. I was partying. I was having a great time. My grandma was like, "Oh, you need to slow down." Da, da, da. I was like, "Grandma, come on. I got them lined up. Leave me alone." You know what I mean? I'm like, take a number, baby. I'm like, hello. I'm living my best life, Linda. No. What are you talking about? Calm down. Who? What? Why? For what? So, yeah, then I had my baby and I was like, wow, this is going to be a real project for you. Like, it was like a science project for everybody, but they didn't understand how much I had really soaked in and how much I had learned and how much I had to offer this innocent baby. You know, how much knowledge I was going to bestow upon him and how much of a great mother I would become.
Let me ask you something. When y'all first, like, a question for both of y'all. When y'all first found out, like, oh, wow, I'm pregnant, like, what was it like? Like, the first, I'm talking about, listen to me, try to just think back.
Got it.
The first initial time.
Like, it happened today.
That you were like, oh, snap, I'm pregnant. Like, what was that initial feeling like? What did it feel like to y'all?
Sassy.
This nigga knocked me up.
No, I'm saying besides.
It was depressing.
Besides that, but okay,
you don't. Because here's the thing: he was in my ear telling me, "Oh, let's have a baby, let's have a baby." But you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't think it was going to happen that quick. It was just like,
boom.
Like that.
But I'm saying, when that happened, did you ever think in the back of your mind, like, maybe I would like to have one with him? No. Or was it like a shock to you? Or was it like, fuck, I'm pregnant?
It was all
What was it like?
It was oh my goodness.
No, but at what point was it that crossroads for you to be like, you know what, I'm pregnant and I'm keeping it?
Because
like,
at the same
was
time,
it something that he was telling you should do? Or was it something inside of you, regardless of whatever he said, that you were going to do?
At that point, he was a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, he did what he was supposed to do. He held the whole household down and stuff like that. So he was doing what he was supposed to do. So I was just like, there's no reason for me to, like, get rid of it or anything like that. Well, I'm in this situation. I got to have this baby.
So you felt like I would have it for him, or you wanted to just do it because
I just felt like, okay, I just did it because I didn't want to go through that whole abortion thing, and there was no need. It wasn't. It was like it would have been a selfish reason for me to have an abortion. It would have been like it was just for me to. I felt like at that point it would have been cruel because at that point in my life, like even now, everything is good now too. But it was like no reason like to say I couldn't afford the child,
right?
Because I didn't work.
Okay.
We didn't have a baby shower just because he said I don't want you to ever feel like you needed nothing.
Oh.
So that's what.
So at that time, he pretty much provided everything. For
yep, he was. At that point, he was a good dude. He was a nigga that was on his stuff, and he was like just goal oriented and just all around a good nigga.
Okay.
So I feel like at a point he sniffed some crack or some shit, and then he just flipped the script. He turned into a fucking demon. He just hit a whole opposite 180.
Are you afraid of that now happening? Because he was so perfect in the beginning, and then he got you past your threshold. He got you to put your guard down.
No, I don't feel like that no more because I'm just like I'm not that little girl anymore.
Right.
So
no, that won't.
So you learn your lesson, girl.
Hell
yes.
Yeah.
So everything that shines doesn't glitter. Everything that's like.
But the thing is, it's just like
pretty doesn't smell great.
Everything was like good. Like the whole it's just like I don't know. It just. I just think that he just had this jealous problem and just I don't know.
Like, what do you mean? You think he had a jealous problem, thinking that this baby's gonna take?
No, it was just like for me. I think just like because you know how I am, Hefe. I'm like a one-stop shop. I could do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like a whole jealous factor, like
intimidation.
Intimidation. Like when I would walk in a room, niggas don't even want to see him no more.
Right.
I want to talk to your girl because she got all the jewels.
Wow.
She did. So it turned into like this whole thing where it was just like, listen, it was crazy. That's gonna be another episode of a podcast though, because that nigga just turned into a straight demon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What about you, Lady Love?
I don't know. My situation was very tragic.
You said tragic?
It was tragic. It was a tragic situation. I'm telling you, when I found out I was pregnant, oh my God, it was a tragedy. It was a tragedy. I mean, but what was you thinking? Like, what was you thinking? I mean, you knew what you were doing, but you didn't really know what you were doing. Yeah. It was so
no, for real. Listen,
it was crazy.
But when you got over the tragedy part, Like, what was it that said, you know what? I'm
B,
doing
I don't
this?
think I ever got over the tragedy, B. I don't think I mean, even still today, sometimes I look at him and be like, bruh.
Yo, for real,
Where
like,
could I have been if you wasn't here right now, real quick?
If I had
Oh my
listen,
God.
you hear a situation, but you don't think it would happen that fast. That nigga was just
Yeah,
like,
it was-
yo, let's have a
yeah.
baby. And I thought it was a joke thing. Okay,
was
let's have a
crazy.
baby. And bloop, I was pregnant.
Oh shit.
Nah, yeah,
But wait a minute. You said bloop, you were pregnant. But
Yes.
you
it was
knew,
just like,
but wait a minute, you knew what time it was when he was going up in there real dizzy.
yeah.
You know, raw
But
dude
you
that
young.
now.
I was like 19, so I'm not thinking that it happens that fast.
Right.
You know that you could get pregnant, but you don't think that
Right.
that nigga gonna shoot you up and
Right.
the first time
Bam, bam,
period,
boom.
you gonna be
So
pregnant.
you didn't
Right.
know that he wasn't busting a move. He just was staying where
No.
it was at.
No,
Right. I mean, you thought you just,
you know, because you go through, you know how the whole body, the whole
Right.
anatomy
You just think
works.
you could dine and dash.
Yes, you just don't think
What?
because you hear these stories. Listen, you hear these videos.
What'd
You
you
hear-
say?
listen,
I missed that.
You
What'd you
hear
say?
these stories. You hear these stories where people try like for years before they have a child.
Yeah.
So you don't think that it would happen that quick.
Right.
But let me tell you something.
Listen, you like to
Damn.
dance with fire. You
That
think you
shit
could
happen.
dine and dash. You know, you think
Yeah.
you be like, dip in the sauce and hop right out. You know those men that
Yeah.
walk across those fire stones or whatever, those hot
It's just
stones.
like being naive.
Yeah, with their bare feet. Yeah, you just dancing with the devil a little bit, you know?
It was just being naive. Because it was
Dancing
like,
with the devil on a
yeah.
pale moon night.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yo, I
Lord
ain't
have
think,
Terrible decisions.
I ain't think that shit was gonna happen like that fast.
I didn't
That's
even
crazy.
I didn't think so either. It was a weird situation with me. We was walking me and my baby's father or whatever was walking through Walmart one weird night or whatever, couldn't sleep. Walked through Walmart and he was like, "Oh, you should jump on the scale." And I'm like, "I know I can't go past like $1.15, $1.16." I popped on that baby. I was a good $1.30. I was like, something's wrong. I think the scale is broken. He was like, "Nah, I think you got it on the chubby side. I think you've been eating a little bit extra or whatever." And I'm like, I'm not. See, the problem was I wasn't paying any attention to it
Right.
because I'm just living life. I'm untouchable. You
Right.
hear me?
Yeah.
I'm living.
Oh my
Okay, I'm untouchable. Not thinking nothing about it. Here it comes. I have a regular jugular schmegular checkup. Okay, regular checkup. Go
A regular degular.
get my little checkup. Like, something's not right. I'm like, okay. She was like, "Oh, so can you go in the bathroom and just do this one little test?" Went in there, boop. I'm telling you, as soon as I used the bathroom, put the cup in a little two-way mirror,
Right.
okay, walked into her room, sat down. She walked right behind me, okay, and said, "Yep, you're pregnant."
Oh God.
Yeah.
I
this
couldn't
nigga-
believe it.
When you heard those words,
Hello.
you're pregnant. What happened?
It was like this sunken place. What are you talking about?
She said
Are you
sunken place.
serious? I was like, no.
Yo.
God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
Listen.
God.
Once
I'm telling you, bro, like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Once I peed on the stick, I was just like, "What? I'm pregnant? The fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tragedy. Like
Wow.
it's like a real letdown. I'm not gonna lie. It was a total letdown because I was just like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? It's just crazy. Like, what am I doing? What was I thinking? Like, now everything has to come into perspective because you've been skydiving.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and now it's
exactly.
time for you to bring your ass back to reality.
Yeah,
It's time for you to land, bitch.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
Hey,
the truth. That's
your
the
life
truth.
is over. Okay,
Bruh.
it's time for you to land, and it was crazy because I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want to tell anybody. I wanted to make the decision. I didn't know what decision I was gonna even make at the time.
Right.
And so at the time, me and the father of my son was not doing too well or whatever. We was on the verge of a breakup or whatever, and I stopped talking to him. And the problem was, he called my mom. Okay, so I stopped talking to him. He called my mom, and he told her that I was pregnant.
Oh shit.
What did she say?
Oh
Damn.
my God, I was on my way to work. I will never forget it. I was on my way to work. I was on some highway. whatever highway they have in Georgia that's always packed,
Right.
all of them. But anyway, so I was on the highway. I had to pull over on the shoulder because I was crying so hard when she called me and she asked me, was there anything that I needed to tell her? I was like, no, nothing. Everything's fine. As usual, like I always say.
She was crying so hard.
Listen, she was like, tell me. There's something that you need to tell me right now. And I just could not get over it. And I just started crying and everything was crazy. I told her what was going on, and it was crazy because I didn't want to tell her because I didn't even know if I was keeping it yet.
Know what you was gonna do. Exactly.
I didn't know what I was doing yet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm pregnant, but I mean, what about liberation? Okay, first off, I don't know if I really want this child, and now that me and this guy isn't talking anymore, number one, we're not married. It's not happening the way that I thought it would happen ever since I was younger, 4 or 5 years old. I always wanted to be married before I had children. Now I'm contemplating leaving this guy. I haven't spoken to him for 3 days. We're practically broken up.
Right.
But I'm knocked up. And here it is, my mom's calling me, knowing my biggest freaking secret.
Right.
And she ain't even in the same state as me.
Yeah, that's
which
crazy.
is good. Okay. That's a blessing that she was not in the same state as me, because she probably would have wrung my neck.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank God for that little bit of a blessing. But at the time, it was totally off guard. The whole situation was completely off guard.
Man,
The pregnancy, the timing, the person, the whole situation.
Yeah, man.
But throw the whole damn body away. Like, throw everything away. Throw the whole situation away.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, everything was off guard. I'm sorry. My first. That's why I think too. Like, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, so what's going on? Are you ever gonna get pregnant again?" I feel like I had such a traumatic first experience. Like, my next pregnancy, I have to be in complete and utter bliss. Like, I need to be in complete and utter bliss. Like, I need to want for nothing. I want to smile my whole 9 months of pregnancy. I don't want to have to need, fear of not having any fucking thing. I'm talking about a drink of water, a hot bath.
And you know what? That's the
nothing.
crazy thing, because that's how it was when I was pregnant.
Gas in my car.
That's how it was.
Nothing.
That's how it was. I didn't work. I didn't do anything. It was just like you
I want complete and utter bliss from my next pregnancy or any pregnancy.
He was
to
good
come.
at that point, but he turned into the damn
If
demon.
it's not that, and I'm talking about before I get knocked up, it's not gonna happen, because that's the only thing that's gonna release whatever it is to make me be able to get pregnant. I'm sorry, but that's the key. In order for me to get pregnant, I need to make sure that I will be in complete and utter bliss.
Right.
Like, with no problems. Feet up, no problems.
Telling you, boy.
If that's not what's on the table, if that's not what's gonna happen, it ain't happening. It's not happening, because I had a nightmare the first fucking time.
It's just for
if
me
I ain't
now,
gonna be in heaven the next time, it's not happening.
To see how like men could just walk away from their children, how they could walk away from their children and stuff like that, and not do what they're supposed to do, or not provide for their kids and stuff like that. Yeah, scumbags. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for me. But I'm good right now. I really don't have time. Oh, we spilling all type of shit over here. Time for all that extra shit. But we already at our mark. We at our 2-hour mark. So we gonna wrap this up now. Anything else you guys wanted to touch bases on?
No, we just want to wish everybody a happy Father's Thanksgiving Day. Thank you, all the fathers, for giving us your sperm so that we could be alive and living and well today.
Oh my God.
Well, this was the Patron is a heck of a drug episode.
Well,
right.
Patron is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
Remember that, ladies.
It definitely is.
Hell of a drug.
I done did
Do
some
not-
things to a nigga on Patron.
I spent my great 21 with Patron. Night of my life.
Crazy.
How was it?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Can't even remember it. It was
And it's
a
just
mess.
the headache that
blur.
you wake up from Patron is just
It was a
Oh
blur.
my God, Patron is a hot mess.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, boy.
Hot
You gotta be ready for that
mess.
Patron, boy.
The year of my 21 was a mess. It was the year that I got introduced into Patron. And every club I went to, we had to start with a shot of Patron.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
the night would just be done. from that
For
shot.
you.
But we needed a shot in order to get on the dance floor. Like as soon as we came in, we needed a shot. We had that shot, and we
Patron.
got wild and crazy on the dance floor.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
don't know what
listen.
happened.
Patron makes you loose.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Patron, boy.
But that, I mean, you're young. You're 20. I was 21. I was having a great time.
I tell you, boy, that Patron, boy. That Patron ain't no joke.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have now concluded this week's episode of the Raising Kings podcast. The Patron is a hell of a fucking drug episode.
And thanks Father's Day episode.
Yes,
Absolutely.
what is it? The Thanks Father's Day?
Father's Day's giving.
Absolutely.
Because we need to thank the fathers for giving us their sperm.
Yes, their semen.
That's right.
There you go. Absolutely.
But ladies and gentlemen, you know, you can hit us up on raisingkingspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Go ahead and send us all your info, your feedback, whatever have you. Hit us up there. Vodka is kicked in real heavy now, so I'm slurring. I feel like I'm on a surfboard.
Just type in
Surfboard.
Raising Kings. Type in Raising Kings.
Raising Kings PC. My nail.
Oh my goodness.
Raising Kings PC on Twitter. I'm so sorry. I'm fucking drunk. Raising Kings PC on Twitter. Raising Kings podcast on
Apple Music or something like that.
Apple and Google Podcast.
Right.
Also Raising Kings podcast on Gmail and SoundCloud.
Right.
And we're on the Anchor podcast app, so you can hit us up there.
right.
Listen, we are working on an app, so don't get it twisted. We
That's
working.
right.
We working.
That's right.
We working.
That's right.
We're
That's right. That's
moving.
right.
Yes, and don't forget, this was a Sound Mind Studio production. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm so sorry. This is like the worst ending in the world.
It's okay. It's the ending. It's the ending.
This is
We
the
love
worst
you
This
guys.
is the worst ending in the world. But
We're happy you came out. We're happy that you listened. We're happy that you stayed tuned. And we hope that we were able to, I don't know, interest some minds out there. And hopefully we didn't shy anybody away.
But yes, let me go back quickly through it because now I got my wits. Raising Kings Podcast @gmail.com. Raising Kings Podcast on Twitter. Raising Kings Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Raising Kings Podcast on YouTube, iTunes, on Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Anchor app. We everywhere. We taking over your airwaves. Remember, we just gonna keep producing this great content for your ear.
That's right.
These good old crazy topics. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have the what is it? The Hefe's Q&A.
Right.
And then we gonna
with Q
Yeah,
and
she out of here, but she go Bundy though. She gone.
I'm gone.
She gone.
But I
But
just
she
wanted
go
to-
Bundy though. She put it together.
I'm putting it together.
She
I'm trying
gone.
to catch it. But yeah, this was a really good episode.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And for everybody out there, yo, again, man, we out here just trying to put out this good content, touch somebody, help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going through the same things we may be going through, because we, at the end of the day, we all just regular people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We just having a conversation, trying to give the people something that's good. To talk to the people, touch the people. You know what I mean? That's all we doing. So again, contact us, man. Touch us. Send us your information. Send us your questions so we can answer them. You know what I mean? And we could talk about your situation and give us, at the end of the day, give y'all our opinion and let you know what we think and how we feel or whatever the case may be. And that's all we trying to do, man. That's it.
Yes, y'all.
That's it.
This is the checkout. My name is Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
Yeah, this is Hefe Pepe. We here.
We up out of here.
Good
All right,
night.
that's what's up. Good night, babies. Later.